Live on everything, boys. Live on everything.
Chieflan12 is live on everything right now, folks.
Chat, we're going to be watching the FNCS once it comes on.
Here we go.
I'm going to try to be looking at chat as much as I can.
What up, Shoot? How's your brother doing?
We have 5 minutes until FNCS, brothers. 5 minutes.
How's your brother doing, man? I heard about what happened. Good. He's fine? Okay, I'm glad to hear that. He said as soon as Chieflan came home, I texted your mom. Wanted to make sure that he was okay. Because we had drove past when I was taking him to school in the morning, and there was so much traffic, and we saw the police car, but there was just one guy standing on the side, so we're like, all right, I don't know what's going on, but, and then...
Chief! Hello!
And then he told me...
With all caps, Brody. What's
so,
good?
I'm glad
What
he's doing
is
okay.
good? How many minutes till FNCS, brothers? We have 4 minutes till FNCS. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Hey, you guys gotta be careful on those things, but...
Yo, what's going on? AA Ram. Bro, you never texted me last time. Kind of disappointed. Not gonna lie. Didn't even let me know you weren't hopping on. Not gonna lie.
I have a gold one, yeah. So I'm gonna carry it and try to get better with it.
Sorry, my bad. Nah, you good. I was just like, imagine what you were.
If I can get it.
Oh, now I know who you are. From TikTok.
Then I think it'll be good for me.
Also, if you guys haven't already, please click that follow button on green. I'm almost at 75. I'm at 68.
68 on the green, guys.
14. Guys, we're gonna be watching FNCS. FNCS is in 3 minutes. FNCS is in 3 minutes, chat. We're gonna be watching it. We'll be watching it together, chat.
they've done
113?
that like 16 times at this point.
Sit down, boy.
Dude, Caleb, what is that?
Chad, this is my birthday stream, by the way. It's my birthday stream.
Birthday stream, guys. Biggest gift you can give is to follow him on the green, guys. Unless you're flying cactus, then you just send all those gifts that you already sent. Alright.
I'm back.
You understand we're at 38 on the green.
Dang, I'm horrible. You going to tell you today?
Alright, let's go back to the car.
That's tomorrow.
Yes, I know you did.
And don't you already know? Because it got leaked yesterday? I swear.
I know you did.
No? 100?
Like I said, my community helping out little man is just absolutely goated. Everyone
Sit down, boy.
continues to help him hit his goals for his dreams that he's trying to pursue. And like I said, now that he can stream on his own by himself, he wants to really establish his own footprint without me.
I gotta check FNCS.
Hey, what's going on,
2 minutes,
Dustin?
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
And I want that for him as well. Because if there's days I just don't feel like streaming or I'm busy, the fact that he can do it on his own and earn money and get his name out there, that is what matters.
Yeah, I'm losing this. Yeah,
Ooh.
You down to play later? Yeah, maybe. FNCS is gonna be a long time.
Yeah, it really looks like it's gonna be a long time.
It might be like all day, Brody.
Between each freaking match is
Yeah,
like
200, boy. Sit down.
a whole lot of time.
Wow, this is a close match.
Right, let's get up on these people.
Yeah, sit down, boy. Let me get that wall. Hey, good shot, bro. Clicks is in 11th. Peter's in like 40th.
Peter's in like 40th. There's only 33 teams.
Poyo's in 17th. Yo! I'm not even touching my mouse. Holy moly. What was that?
Dude, can I get... Whoa! Not cool, dude. Not cool.
Dang. GG's road. 40 seconds. Hey, chat. We're about to get FNCS up. I'll make sure I have my chat on this phone.
Well,
make sure my chat's on time.
What is he hitting me with? From that distance, that many shots. Yep, he's right there. Just go.
Okay, chat. I'm about to show FNCS. Give me 2 seconds.
Dude, I don't even know. Oh, he hit me with the precision SMG. Okay, so he just must be really.
What's
good at
everybody's
that.
predictions?
I was wondering,
Y'all hear
like,
me?
how he got
Hello?
that many shots off on me.
Y'all
that
can hear me.
quick with what gun it was.
Well, can y'all hear the
Not
game?
in a sense.
Can y'all hear the audio?
They were
I don't
floating?
think. Hold on.
Oh.
No,
Yeah.
y'all can't hear it. Okay, give me 5 seconds, chat.
All right. Well, finally, game 2 is getting ready to start on FNCS. Good lord.
Vous êtes vraiment chaud. Tous ensemble. Hey! Oh!
Y'all can hear? Okay, y'all can hear that. Bet, bet, bet.
Where's Chris at?
Yo, what is bro doing?
They stay up
Yes, we can. Okay, bet. I wish I could get a monitor, but I'm broke.
3 or 4 o'clock.
Des crowds here. Quelle ambiance ici à Lyon, vous l'avez vu. On a pris un peu de retard sur la deuxième game. Pas de panique, on est là, juste faire patienter. On va passer un week-end.
Chat, what's everybody's predictions? Who's gonna win this next game?
Pour tout le week-end, dans quelques secondes, à peine la game numéro 2 va démarrer.
Oh,
Vous
are
l'avez
you
vu, une game s'est déroulée pour l'instant, c'est le trio de Canada qui l'a emporté. Et de loin, en plus, c'est eux qui ont pour l'instant pris la tête de ce classement.
69!
Il en reste encore
We're up to
11 au
69
total,
on the
5
green.
aujourd'hui la route.
Almost 70, bro.
6 away, guys.
Almost 70,
We
bro.
are almost at 70 folks on the green. Folks, you don't
La
understand.
game
We were at
2.
30.
What's my setup? I have 2 monitors plus another 2, but the other 2 don't work right now. I have a monster PC. I have 2 lights. I have 1 in the back of my PC, or like behind me, and then I have 1 next to me. So I'm surrounded by lights. I'm surrounded by lights right now.
We kind of had a moment now. Players kind of taking
What?
a moment, stepping away.
71?
We have a chance to like talk with someone. I like to really
What?
see if all of them are in high
Josie
spirits,
just said
right?
71.
And now
Hold on,
I want
hold
He's
on.
like, Zeke,
Hold on,
what did
hold
I
on.
tell you? I'm like, bro, let's go. That's the kind of hype I
Whoa!
want to see. But everyone's in high spirits. Everyone's saying the kind of same thing. Hey, look,
71!
this is game
I'm not
1.
seeing it.
Don't worry about it, Zeke.
Look.
Stop
Hello?
hitting. Zeke, why are you crying?
Listen, I just hope that it doesn't
Seeing
cool
that.
anybody
Look at
down,
that.
right?
Yo,
You want
who's
to kind
the
of
one?
keep that momentum
Freaking
going for any of the
away.
teams that are kind of doing good. We'll have to see if it
Josie.
actually ends up
I'd accept that.
impacting
Oh,
anybody.
the
But
delayed
hey, maybe
protect
some other
issues.
teams kind of finding this
Little man.
beneficial.
Oh,
Maybe they
no.
went
We're
down
gonna take
early,
issues.
kind of a little bit
Remember
of a
at Green when
reset.
everything fell off?
Ridiculous and pauses.
Hey, we're back,
Want to
chat.
see, but
They're
hey,
back.
sometimes
They're
one
I
back.
was gonna say,
punches is
there's
what
no
makes the
way they
best
have
of the
this.
competitive players.
If
I'm
they
like,
had,
there's no way there's this much time.
This is
in
game
not
one.
seeing
Oh.
You know, game one just happened. This
I'm
is
still
game
seeing
one.
69. I'll check in a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna have to refresh because
It
we're
is
definitely at
time
71.
once
I don't
again.
know.
We are ready to jump back
Oh,
aboard
Josie just
that
shared it out to
battle bus.
multiple
Game
Discord
number
services.
2.
Oh,
Let's go.
Josie.
Game 2 starting now, boys. Okay, we're locking in. I don't know what my dad's gonna say. I'm not even worried about that, bro.
Wait, what?
I'm just worried about grants.
Oh yeah, he's gonna ignore me at this point.
Game 2, boys.
One team loading in on us.
Game number 2 underway, and Jacob, after that performance,
Okay, let's see, let's
Ghana
see.
Rapid and Bolt, a standard has definitely been
Veno's in third. That's impressive, chat.
9 eliminations.
Peter's in 45th, so
They're not even the team
Oh.
in the first place.
So, yeah,
It's the
Peter's selling.
Rangers ruin off-spawn winners from game number 1. Tayson,
Oh, I got him
Chicho,
right here
and
on me.
Aris. And honestly, it's not going to be that easy all day long between these
Oh, we
two
know it's
teams.
not gonna
be easy.
Honestly, I wouldn't wish it
It's
any
never
other
easy, bro.
way, and we're going to go at it yet again straight
Woo,
off the spot.
nice.
A little bit of 50-50 action.
71! Yeah! Oh, nice knock! Nice knock! Oh no! Oh no! He dead! He dead! He dead! Hey, nice knock! Nice knock! Nice knock! Hey, nice, nice, nice. Dang, he's already out. Wow, that's quick. Dude, that was crazy.
You got taken
now
out quick?
it's time to see
Somebody,
what
I forget who.
version we're going to be
Dang.
looking at Woodford Oxy's team, because in the last lobby, after Tayson, Chicho,
Dude, we're
Andrews
4
conquered
followers away, bro.
that off-spawn battle, they
can
were
we
still
join,
able to
in a
find
little
such
bit
a
here?
steady
Okay.
placement, steady eliminations, but again, they're not the only
Except
team
Veno.
going
I see
head to
Veno.
head.
Veno did good last game, chat.
And I'm seeing an eliminated
Veno did good.
along the way here at Canyon Crossing. Coyote
W Veno.
team
I like
still
Veno.
posing
He's
a
chill.
massive threat.
I
I know we had a translator helping us out during that interview, and the one thing that didn't need it was,
No,
are
I
you
thought there was a
going
chest on
to
where I was
switch
hitting, but
things
apparently
up?
there wasn't.
No, is what he was trying to tell the world, but this is how it all started off. Vico was able to get
nice
the first drop
Elan.
onto Yuma.
Oh,
That
that's
opened
okay.
things
As long as you
up,
mark
but
it
nice
where
Elan.
unfortunately,
stuff
that's
is,
just the way
then
off
I'll be
spawns
there.
go. His
That was
teammate
crazy.
got taken
Alright,
down.
let's do
W
this.
off spawn.
And now they got to make that conscientious decision. Do you fight or do you split Canyons Crossing and try to get the reboots later?
Something a little bit more devious, though, possibly taking place here with Clicks and Yamza.
Clicks and
I honestly
Ianza
thought
was
I
fun with
dead
them.
right off
Following
rip.
suit, Supernova
I saw them
Academy
both coming in at me.
might just be claimed by these three, but Jacob, we saw so many
They're
teams, we
unconned,
didn't see that
yeah.
many surge
Clicks
patients
is
in
unconned.
this lobby. Almost
That's
have
good.
to wonder how many of these teams have been counter-stratting some of
Hopefully,
those
like I said, they
surge
need-
partners and trying
they
to
need
take
help.
matters into
Where's
their own
Peter
hands.
at? That's
Victor
my
Vue,
question.
Paper Epic Whale.
Or-
Dystopia
or,
City has been
what's his
theirs
name?
to own, but
Not
they
Peter
still
Bot, not
have
Clicks. What's his
companies to
name?
clear out, right?
Guy got
They
second.
fought directly underneath
Not
Victor
Venom.
Vue, but
Pollo?
that game
Yeah,
one
Pollo.
momentum swing
I don't
could
know
be
what
all
Pollo,
Victor Vue
what
needs.
Pollo's doing.
But wait a minute. I know everybody at home thinking the same thing. Where is that third team? But back on over to this side of the map.
Oh, Benno got a knock.
finally
Jump
able
in
to
Benno.
get the
Bro,
drop
Benno's
on the
going
Yuma
off.
yet again. So it was
Clicks
Toyota
needs to get back with
Reset
Benno.
that went for that revive.
Hi, yo, what's going on, bro?
But the
How
Toyota
you
is there
doing?
again, but he gets dropped
Hello?
right back into the
Is
box.
my
So
birthday
Benno,
stream, brother?
Vico, their job is
Yeah.
not
Just letting
done
you
just
know.
yet. They
Little
still
man's
have to
birthday
figure out
stream,
where and
so
when they're going to get these
any and all
eliminations and
gifts
how
are
they're going to get
appreciated,
Blixie
but the
back in the
biggest
game.
one-
The reboot fans,
Venom on
Oh,
height
this
is
is
nice.
12 on the green.
Still a massive
We're watching
advantage
Grams.
for Vico and Benno having the
Globals.
high ground hold.
73.
And FK
No way.
Peter Bot Rituals
73.
hold.
No way.
They might just have to go
Josie
head to
just
head.
called it.
Hold on,
Well,
hold on,
Peter Bot
hold on.
Ritual, they're a little bit, they're taking more of a
Josie's
scenic route
keeping
here,
track.
Jacob. They
I'm
don't
not.
seem like they're going to stick to the same strategy.
I gotta
These
check my-
lobbies,
dude,
everybody has
I
to
need
be
to,
on
at some
alert,
point we gotta
even
get these
though
other monitors to
they
work,
cannot
cause I'm trying to,
Game
They're
one,
going
you
to when
can
we get
never
to the
count
actual
Peter Bot
setup,
out.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks like
Follow,
game
thank you
number
so
two,
much.
they have
It's
some time
Josie
to
followed
talk
on a
about
second
it,
account.
but they
W, thank you
spin
so
that
much.
wheel. They say, where
I'm
do you
trying
wanna
to,
go
hey,
next?
I
It looks
followed,
like
it's
could
fun
be
cactus,
possibly
W.
over towards Foxy,
I'm
but
looking at
we don't know
both.
the exact
I gotta look at
drop, but we
both
know
things
where
on my
they
phone.
have their focus at.
73 on the green.
I'm still seeing
Guys,
71,
keep
chat,
sharing
but-
it out.
Game one
That
victory
is
royale
incredible.
winners,
We're gonna hit the
9
75 today.
We got 4
Hey.
people on, purple.
And I was talking to
W's.
Taco during game one, say this is a different
Rapid,
vibe
I
for
see
Pen out of
Rapid,
this
dubs.
major. This is a whole different feel during the global championship.
Chat, how's the quality?
Showing
It
up
looks
for
good.
game
I'm
one.
looking at it now.
A
That's
little bit
up.
later on, right now, we've got Prodoxy, Pablo, Ingo, Gina. They found Yuma. They're looking to finish what Benno and Vico had started.
Ooh.
Originally, Gino definitely getting the better end of that trade. Rise already down and out for the count. Gino nearly falling, but a back-to-back knocks, double eliminations. And Gino
Okay.
holding strong here. Prodoxy gonna find the final piece of the puzzle, and that's gonna be a clean sweep at Canyon Crossing.
W.
And this is
Nice.
exactly what you need for Chino
It's actually
Pablo
nice.
and Prodoxy is
Oh, he's
it's
so
almost
low.
impossible to guarantee you're going to
Where's,
win 12 out of 12. They already lost game one. So when you do win that
It's
off
over
spot
here.
fight, you have to make each and every
I think-
single
I
one
think
of
they
those
were
games
uncommon
count.
here.
And they're already making it sure that they get
Oh,
those
shoot, they're
eliminations.
going for
and
that
they even
50?
down some of the top
Oh
teams
my
in their
gosh,
path.
that's a
Let's switch on over to
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I'm getting sniped from someone.
Yo, y'all see how far that was?
across the map.
Oh
There's
my
too much space,
God.
too much distance, and you look at their loadout, they
That's
have
a
ton of
far
counter fire, they
knock.
don't have a lot of Flowberry Fizz that they're using together, so they're not going to be
Oh
able to
my
easily rotate
God.
on over to get the elimination.
He's
Also an issue with
insane.
Swizzy having just been freshly knocked. That's going to mean that Mustache is now on revive responsibility. And then immediately straight back to trying to acquire
Dude,
additional
what?
surge from across the way.
That is
Oceana,
crazy.
though,
I got him one
definitely
tap.
sending some presents back towards the
They
way
are-
of EU.
they're just
Wants to
like-
check up and see
they're
how
trading
this
each other.
fares,
That's-
but
that's-
the
that's
elimination
great.
feed definitely picking up and revisiting Dystopia City.
Where's Peter?
Victor V and Epic Whale.
Nice
But
work,
Will?
nice work.
2 eliminations.
Oh, they're
able
reviving
to take care of
W's.
this reboot, no problem, but
W
still
revive, W
draw
revive.
Some additional attention.
Yeah, and kind of rightfully so. These guys are just
73!
their mind.
2
Big
more.
speed, just
Oh shoot, we got
big
5 people
stays
on
in the
green.
biggest
Let me look at green chat. Let me look at my green chat, bro.
in this
Going.
building, but he has to
You
be a
guys
part
are
of this
getting
loud
his birthday
crowd. And there's the
wish
second elimination
granted.
onto Razzo, and they're making sure they know it. Look, it doesn't matter, M8 or not. They're
right.
cheering for this young individual.
W's, bro.
Can't help but think part of the success that some of these teams are trying to claim. It does start with finding those early eliminations, even a knock, anything to kind of boost your confidence. But Art, someone who was
The only
definitely swinging
person I wish
throughout
we would have
that
taken
first
out was that
line.
guy who was so
Still,
freaking low,
this is
and
a
then he started
difficult
shot
situation to
away.
tackle here.
Oh, yeah, that's
Disco and
difficult.
Striker just continue
Thought for sure I
trying
was gonna be
to
able to
break
take it. I
into
got
these
him so
walls. They're not
freaking
going to be able to
low,
break
and
through the box just yet,
didn't
but
wait
South
till I made a
from
reload.
overhead alongside Arc. They're
Nice.
looking to try and make a separate
Oh,
angle.
but they're in
They
storm.
actually cut Striker's
Is
trio
today the day?
a little bit
Well, tomorrow is his birthday.
and
But today is our
despite
birthday
things
stream since
looking
we're going to be at the football
slightly
game all day
grim
tomorrow.
here for Arc and Salco,
So
they've
we are
delayed
watching
it long enough. This
Globals
might
right
not be
now,
that appetizing of a
and
fight.
right now
Yeah,
Clips
that's
and
lucky
Peter
for them,
Bot
though.
both
Down
sold in the
below, they
first
have
game.
control of a lot of the pieces.
Nada
So
had
it's
a
kind of
clutch,
going into enemy territory.
amazing
Disco,
game for
Kadu
the
and
win.
Striker. They have to be careful. The risk
We
reward
got teams
scenario
right here.
here, and they think they have the mismatch.
They
but
gotta
no,
get out of
another
storm.
team rolls
'Cause,
up.
like,
Upple, focus,
I mean,
Mixon,
not
and they
really,
get at
but,
least
like,
one of
kinda.
those eliminations onto Kadu.
They
That's
got
gonna help.
one.
That's a breath
They
of
got an
fresh air
elimination.
for
They're
Arc
gonna
and
go after
Salco
that
because
kid right
this
here.
distraction
Yep.
allowing them to
Oh,
stay
wow,
alive.
he had a
That's
clip.
gonna
Oh,
be
he hit in the gritty. Oh, that's nasty, dude.
another elimination out here deep
That's
in the
crazy.
zone.
Dastardly
Okay,
hit
y'all gotta
from
rotate
Upple
soon.
and a
They
steep
go in.
punish to
God, they
boot.
get the daily
It's
heart
just
me.
a fresh reminder to every single one of these teams in
And
the
the go
lobby.
pops.
There is no such thing as a clean battle if you can't find that quick time to elimination.
Yeah, they
It's
decided to
something
pull
that
away.
so many of these veterans here on land, we're looking at a ton
like
of
somebody
major
already
winners,
opened
right?
the
Even across the
chest.
international stage. But Watts getting busy.
Let's go see it.
Gonna be
What's in there?
eliminated. And checking back now
Oh,
with
shoot.
Mixon, Upple, and Focus, they recognize there's still one more trio
Yep.
member.
Just make sure you're all loaded up.
Still 78 teams left.
They're recognizing
I think
the fact that
Clicks
this
and
is
Peter
just
are still
an
alive.
easy
I haven't seen.
piece
They haven't
if you
shown
want to
Peter this
take
whole
it, but
game.
It's not something they have to force.
Yeah, you gotta really be careful here too if you're Arc and Salco because that team's
I guess Peter's not not doing much. They would be showing him if he's in fight.
Kind of hope they have enough
I know,
storm surge
they-
to last these
they
next
did.
couple of zones. Because they're not 18.
Peter, I guess.
Build those towers. Arc's
Dude,
Salco
I don't
is
see
one that
Peter.
Just kind of fight for their surge all across.
I
the
see
side
Peter
of the
not
map.
doing too good in this
Hawks
grand.
being
I was afraid they were
Malafuco,
gonna
they
be
have that
standing
one
in there waiting,
elimination
but
so
they
far.
weren't.
Uncontested outpost. But
They
very,
just threw
very
it in
similar
there
to
to
that last game. This zone is
get
pulling
people,
all
I
the way
guess,
towards the north. So a lot of these teams have to think
confused.
rather quickly.
But this is a very dangerous position that Ping is taking
That
up.
guy's
He's being
actually
fully
old, and that guy's,
collapsed
like, so
on
young,
release.
and they actually do
Gonna
good.
find that initial knock onto
Just
Ping.
killed- I don't know who he just
Malafuka
killed.
gonna be
He just killed
forced
somebody,
to
though.
try and possibly pull back from this position. FKS, Hero, and Halad just fully
they didn't leave much in the
intervening
game,
with what they were scheming by the Alpha's Enclave. They're trying to get some surge across the way from Panzer and Yamko, but that option has just
Inside the
been
wall.
We need
reduced
2
to
new
nothing.
followers, chat, on green.
Green app is just 2
Kind of
away.
waiting to see if it's worth it. They know at least 2 teams are fighting, but they may not know how many are still alive over on this
Who's
side of the map.
M8? He's
Malibu is
actually
using
good.
that opportunity. Even with his teammate down, he knows
There
Storm
was
Surge is a problem.
At least I
And he
got the
has to
goal.
worry about it
Didn't even
every
show
step
the
of the
fit.
game.
I'm up top in this
Pablo,
bush, just when-
Chino for Doxy,
Oh,
they
you're
get
right here.
another elimination.
Alright.
This
Yo,
time
why
it was
is-
visuals who
Where
have
we
went
at?
down. And honestly, this is
Can
like
we
redemption.
trust
They said
that guy
we
with
went
all
down
the
early in
chugs?
game 1. We
No, we
didn't
can't
get
do that
any
with
point.
Higgs.
If we have any shot of getting a top
Aimbot
10 in this tournament, we
on
have to
Higgs,
pick up
bro.
pace, and that they shall do.
This is
They
so
got hit.
reminiscent of how they handled their Major 3 performance in EU. They were scrappy, they were aggressive,
Why is he
and they were
going-
successful for it. And right now, when you're starting
Yeah,
to team,
that was, like,
hold
not-
that thought, though, Gina.
I even
Take
knew
it
not
out
to
of the
do that.
side.
I knew
Dangers
even not to do
involved
that.
with this
That
Red
was-
Fizz and the
I thought that
Cashback
was weird
Storm
when he did
has
that.
Pablo and Prodoxy to immediately back him up
I
with that
would've
double revive, but
Put a couple
there's definitely
walls
trouble
on my
in the
back and
horizon.
then
Teams
rotated. And then he
emerging
stayed in the air instead of sprinting and
Here's a
running
purple
to it.
record for you, if you want it.
Yeah, just
I mean,
kinda
I
an
even knew
opportune
not to do
moment.
that,
They
bro.
just chop out the-
Oh, they just
I've
chopped
seen this
him out of the
more
sky
and
base.
more. They just take that opportunity, catch
Wow.
him slipping, maybe even a sleep,
And he's dead.
and they just
Wow.
end that fight rather
Nice.
quickly. But it was Agers, Acorn, and Pollo that
Ooh.
actually did get that knock.
Yep.
It does look like they were trying to
Acorn
rotate in
and
that
Pollo
direction.
got
They
a
get the
knocks.
revive. No worries there.
Got a
Malibu
couple
the
knocks.
walks. No ping
good.
still in sight. There's so many teams here on the
I think they
southern
should be
portion of
good.
the map.
They should be good on
Hero,
Surge.
Allowed, and FKS.
This guy's
And
not good on
Alex team
Surge because
even
they're
beginning
always
to
in
rotate
Storm.
over along
They've
with
been in
non
Storm like
Amber
every single
sides.
time I
This
see them.
southern portion
Why
of
is
the
Bar
map
camping?
is looking
Oh,
rather
I see
busy.
why.
Ocean has just decided, hey, we are so far south, but we need to get Surge somehow. So for them to push forward,
Yeah, they do
they
need
might
to get
take a
Surge.
what was taking place inside of that elimination feed. A slightly different
Oh,
tempo,
I just
though,
didn't.
from
I was trying to
Marius,
get it so
Vanya,
that the thing
and
wasn't bothering
Pixie.
you.
Just content, farm things out a little bit at OXR headquarters. Spot
I'm
King
sorry, but the
off in
DMR
his
is
own
not that
certain
good
base.
to get that kind of shot.
Decent ways away though.
Unless you're like click through
So
Peter.
all this plethora of heals and loot
Sorry.
and easy rotations, but surprisingly enough,
Are they here?
might have just been able to
Oh.
clutch up big time for himself and Salco.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
that's almost an understatement. They've tried to get the reboot back onto school. He went down again. It's almost no loss because they were able to pick up a huge elimination. It's Malabuka getting a knock onto Nam, but we're going to jump on board Cooper, Reed, and Curly. They were the ones kind of admitting, hey, for us to get Storm Surge, for us to get that damage, it's going to be a challenge. But now you can see what's landing right next to him. A huge drop, a huge upgrade. And that's something a team like this feeling confident once they get it.
Salco and Ark still trying to fight things out here. Big knock on
Nah, he's dead. Yeah, I knew that. He didn't protect his head at all. That's an easy Elin. Finish your kill, nice.
No!
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Immediately extending his leverage here. Ark scrambling underneath him, trying to see if he can replenish just a little bit of his shields to boot. But
Wait, tell Ricky to follow.
Oh yeah, he's almost there. He's not on here yet.
Oh, that.
Gotta put it over.
Ricky will help.
Yeah, that was wrong.
Because Ricky wants to be the last one.
He's still looking to take this fight. He's not backing down. You have to respect the guts to go for it. And Focus still struggling to clean things up. Ark might just be able to turn it. But
Yeah,
Ark,
he's
he
dead.
doesn't have a lot of HP.
Oh, wow.
He's not going to be able to win it. He had
Nice
the
job.
opportunity, Jacob, if he just had one more shot.
Very, very unfortunate circumstances for Ark. He ran out of white heals, no bandages, no med kits, those slurp juices. He had to be aggressive, but that played directly into Focus's hands, and he capitalized on it perfectly. Even though they're out of zone, Taco, I expect their full trio to be back into this game rather shortly. The fourth zone, still relatively early on in this game, but 6 eliminations for Halad, FKS, and Hero. We're seeing how they're picking up some of those eliminations. It's Walks, he gets
2
caught
followers
slipping,
away, bro.
clothesline, shut down rather easy. Malabuka as well, no knock on the Malabuka, which means they're out of this
2
game.
followers
We knew it was
away.
going to be difficult though for Malabuka's team to have a recovery point. They got so locked down at Outpost and Clay, but this is wicked work by Pablo, Chino, and Ferdoxy. Just slowly making the Ferdoxy crouch approach. He's been notorious for this method over the course of this past year. And now, currently, it could be the surprise that Peterbot does not want to have to deal with Orgold and Ritual. But Pablo, Chino, Ferdoxy, the patience, the discipline, they know exactly when they want to strike. They could possibly even be looking to try and tackle a couple other teams nearby.
Yeah, just kind of double options. Wait for
Oh, Peterbot rushing a team.
too ahead of themselves. That could be an opportunity.
Oh, he killed somebody.
Shut down, resigns, and again, no knock. So the
Oh,
number 1
he's
team
rushing
from
more.
OCE is
He's
out.
rushing more. Oh,
Being
wow.
in
That
game number 2 as
lagged a
Peter
bit.
Cold and Ritual looks
It's
to
a little
ramp
glitchy.
things up.
Peter got a kill, though.
Demas, underdog story the entire year. And this is something, I love the underdog story. And everybody, so many people were putting this team in the top 10, maybe even some inside of the top 5. Yesterday,
bro.
we were watching their games. They were kind of having fun with some sky bases, but now is the time to really put it all to the test. Zone favoring their side of the map. They just had to travel up a little bit towards the north, but now they got a position ahead of everybody team toward the south. This is a good chance for them to start to accumulate surge.
Their low ground fragging
This is
potential has
crazy.
been what's really struck them into the spotlight from
How many
EU.
players are
But you can't help but think about the fact that even in that first lobby, I know Sven has been cooking up some strats with his Polish boys because we saw Big Star and Demas attempting to maintain height at one point. Curious if they tried to do that same sort of mentality.
Top
in the
69
second
players.
lobby. Height
Okay,
was
dope.
definitely a little bit scrappy.
Oh,
last
wow,
game,
nice.
but
Nice
King,
little shot.
Phaser, and OPA's in a little bit of trouble here, but they know Focus is in even more trouble. They want to see if they can maybe isolate that solo, keep him pinpointed, keep him away from their position. PHN is going to need a bailout soon, though.
Man, this is a scary situation for the entire trio, for that matter. Finally, they find some heals, but I was just thinking 177 above the damage threshold. It is above the damage threshold, but it is not a ton. things can change rather quickly, especially you see Merstash, you see Swizzy, Queasy on the other side of the mountain in the zone, pushing further and further towards the northeast. And this is where in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, on that side of the map, Taco, there's mountain rangers, there's dips, there's dives, there's so many different things in terms of elevation. Teams better be prepared.
And look, game one definitely did not pan out the way that Acorn, Pollo, and Agers would have normally anticipated, or anybody honestly in this audience would have expected them to do. But with so much surge damage already online, Jacob, this dead side rotate is absolutely perfect. They don't have to worry about encountering any of the clusters that might be starting to build on the edge of zone. The real thing that they're gonna have to be very, very cautious of is just not getting beamed from the sky.
Yeah. Rotating to a lot of teams for that matter.
People beam people out of the sky so much, dude.
You mix in the flow
my God.
and you tend to kind of get out of render distance for some teams, and you kind of get a free rotation in. It all depends on who's kind of looking up at a moment. Now we're seeing a peak with Kanata, Rapid, and Bolts of what that southern side of the zone actually looks like. This is what Agers, Acorn, and Pollo are actually rotating into.
The players are at 6-7. 6-7.
9 eliminations for them. I think it's kind of like slow and steady wins the race. They're not going to get greedy for eliminations. They're going to let them naturally present themselves throughout the course of this game.
Clicks nowhere.
Love to see.
Oh, I see Higgs. Clicks, Yanzo.
Really challenges some of these
Dogs.
IPLs finding the most optimal path for their teammates.
Come on.
Queasy,
Y'all miss every shot. Come on, y'all.
Here by Iamzo, Higgs, and Clicks.
Nice shot. Yanzo.
A connection there from Iamzo.
A little shot. Come on, Clicks.
If he can pop off here. But
y'all got decent points. Y'all got decent points.
Their position right now, Jacob.
Yeah, y'all good. Y'all good.
Epic and Paper. They're just gonna let them continue to talk.
Y'all good. Y'all good.
Side of the mountain face. Aspect, though, stuck.
This is crazy right here.
Gino. They're not gonna let these guys go.
Bro, they got the exotic Slapberry Fizz, they got Slurp Juices, they got Splashes. I know you start to think a little scared, like how much do they have to stay this deep in the zone? It is gonna be a 2-tick, but they have more than enough and 2 potential eliminations, which will grant them Siphon, so that way they can save those heals even more. As Prodoxy's doing his lurk, patented lurk here coming out, up above. Chino's not gonna need the help that he thought he did. They're gonna clean up those eliminations. They have 11 eliminations. What are we witnessing?
Wow.
Pablo and Chino.
They're making up for lost time. That last lobby, they had 0 placement points from being wiped off spawn, but 44 elimination points is absurd.
Wow.
And they're not looking to slow down anytime soon. What I'm worried about for them right now is they are taking a lot of storm damage. Storm sickness could definitely pose a problem for them later.
They were fighting in Storm 2 seconds ago,
Ritual, a little bit stuck. We're so used. Everybody is used to seeing Peterborough, Ritual, and Cole be super stacked from those divisional cups, but here,
they're not even rushing for nothing.
Honestly, quite shocking.
Mr. Savage is still in here?
Reason, no chap in sight. Getting eliminated early, but I'm a glass half full type of guy. You see them center zone, so as long as they have enough Storm Surge, they're not going to have to worry about rotating from point A to point B like most of these teams. And then you can see the whole stack side, the eastern side of the zone, that has the elevation. So now it's kind of like a mind game for some of these players. Do I give up my little bit of high ground to rotate a little bit more center, where there's less and less pressure from some of these teams, or do I stay and hope for the best that the zone cuts back to the northeast?
Queasy already scouting out.
Oh, I see Clicks. I see Clicks.
With Coopery and Curly holding down the high ground, though. Peterbot, Ritual, Cold, they're a little bit stuck here. They can't break through.
Cool.
Instead, they're going to have to deal with Prodoxy pulling up directly behind them, and they just don't have that much material. They've got a completely stacked trio in comparison, loadout-wise, and Prodoxy recognizes just how in tatters Peterbot's team actually is. That could be a very dicey situation. Instead, focus now from Chino, Pablo, Prodoxy going to be applied directly towards Epic Whale and Paper, trying to make a slightly lower rotational approach, but Chino and Pablo, they are completely smothering Paper and Epic.
Yeah, just kind of force them out of the zone. And it's not a ton of damage each and every second, but that definitely adds up. Look at Paper, HP absolutely diminished in the blink of an eye because of that rotation. But it might have been worth it. It pulls towards their south with a lot of these teams, but Prodoxy knows they're trying to go down pressure. 10 HP, barely surviving. Just a second too quick thinking. That's
Stop.
Ritual. That's Cold and Peterbot. One's gonna go down.
Peter got a kill, but Peter's kind of cooked right now. Clicks is still in. I don't know if I think Foil's still in.
He loses Cold entirely, and he's not able to
And
actually
I don't know about Venom.
Peterbot's gonna be left behind. Ritual gonna be forced to play it out as a solo now. Gino, Pablo, and Ferdoxy, they might even look to hunt him later on. They know he's somewhere tangled up in this lower layer, but still, they are just so heavily looted up, Jacob. The world is their oyster right now.
From 11 to 13, big numbers in game 2. Agers Poyo trying to do the same thing.
Poyo just died. Poyo just died, but has one left in his team.
Active storm search on the Agers. He does have some heals, but he needs to start figuring out where he's going to get the damage from as a solo. You see in the numbers just kind of tip and top, up and down, 30 to 20. He's trying to figure it out, but every 7 seconds,
Nice
25 damage. He lands just a chip shot, but it's enough to get above the damage threshold. But as soon as he starts to try to rotate in, high ground just focuses him and beans him down to 58 HP.
Exactly what you'd expect to see from height, but Agers still found this little pocket, this little bubble, a breathing room, that is, until the surge damage starts to tick away at his life again. Agers just trying to see if he could come up with anything. Sure,
GG's.
they managed to dip a little bit into the placement points, but it's just not enough. They've got to go on a massive recovery tour for game 3. Swizzy, Queasy,
I didn't see Clicks.
They've already
I also don't see Peter, though.
and it's straight towards height.
Peter died, but there's still one player left in his team.
Don't get eliminated, and obviously in the first game they gave it up because they didn't want to go down. This time is their chance. 400 plus damage.
I think I see Click. I see them. I saw Higgs. Yeah, I saw Higgs. I saw Higgs.
The biggest difference from game 1 to game 2. They now have the front side, and they have
Probably Yanzo's there too.
Nice.
Nice.
He instantly gets knocked down, and now it's up to Pablo.
Just keep fighting. Get that placement.
They're trying to drop down low. They're trying to assess the situation and figure out if they can take it.
Gino's been on fire. Pablo, still 3 eliminations too, but 11 wins despite losing for Oxy.
Oh
This
yeah.
is still a
He'd rat's
classic
cooked.
scenario for Pablo and Gino.
He's had 2
They
really
might
bad
just be able
games.
to make it work. They're trying to see if they can figure out maybe take
Peter's
away
doing really bad.
a little bit
Clicks,
of
Clicks
advantage
is
away
still there.
because
Yeah, Clicks is still there.
Yep. Is in the mid-round and even in the
Peter's
lower
almost
layers,
out.
but
He
they're
only
not
has
going
1
to
player
allow
left
it.
in his team.
Mustache, Swizzy,
Peter's not even playing.
real
He's dead.
right now, though, they just continue
Same
to
with-
apply steady pressure to those
I
mid-layers.
see-
It's a big part of the reason why these teams
No, I see him. I see him. I see him.
part in between.
And you see
Hold
it
on.
as soon as they made it
I see
inside
Higgs.
zone,
I see Yanzo and I see Clicks.
making it that
They're
much
still
harder
in.
for anybody to
Yeah, they're all
down.
and they're all next to each other.
Trying to move
They're all
up
next to
10
each other.
damage above the threshold. At least they're in front of the curve. Quickly looking towards the right. Currently Cooper and Reed. That was their momentary target, but they realized they have to stay ahead of the zone.
I see Higgs. I see Clicks. I see Yanzo.
But nobody
Their
can
health
follow
is low.
went down.
And
No,
Mustache,
no,
they're
they
just
didn't.
still overtaking the high ground. King, big time, though. King's eliminated. PH
Oh yeah, I saw that.
follow, though. If he's not careful, he's going to be forced to pull back here. But King and PH in, hit by hip.
I think Peter's out, to be honest.
As shield as they possibly can, because they have to keep moving forward.
Well, I know he is, but I don't know if his team is. He had 1 player left.
Height's not going to allow them to press forward any longer, and they might just drop directly into Epic Whale's hands.
Yeah, they're still close. And their health is up.
Goes down. Pixie cleans that one up.
Clicks is still up. Clicks is still there.
They're making sure
I think it was Higgs.
it count that they got high ground in this game. 5 eliminations, and once again, they're connecting it. They're reinforcing. They're making sure nobody has a chance to contest them on the high ground.
Everybody underneath them is just a victim at this point, Jacob. Marius, Vanya, and Pixie seemingly undiscovered for the time being, though. Kanata and a little spot of trouble here. Just saw him take a massive chunk of his shield. Pixie now looking to play the medkit from the back to zone. Swizzy, though, shutting down Vanya.
That's
The
top
moment that he tries to
17.
push forward, and Mustache directly assisting here. Bolts.
He just got a knock.
Marius gonna be knocked.
That clicks.
Marius eliminated, essentially. There's no way his teammates are going to be able to get to him.
Yeah, and you're also
He
seeing
is?
Kanata fall rapid
I don't think so.
down. Not sure about both, but things are going sideways very quickly, and it gets even more worse because
I don't think so.
over that mountain. If you didn't prepare for it, it's going to be lights out. But Swizzy trying to stop Surf Juice.
Oh,
He's going to be
he's
the
got
first
one.
one that does go down. But Mustache, Queasy, that's a huge signal. That's a huge sign. They're trying to get
Higgs is
away
out,
from
or
this
Clicks is
catalyst
out.
on the low ground.
But Queasy and Mustache with the ultimate.
Queasy's out.
Mountaintop, and Queasy
Oh shoot!
raining down from above.
Queasy's right there.
Queasy continuing to find those
Oh,
eliminations. Who's going to be dropped?
No,
It's
my bad,
only
wrong
Parker
person.
and Yakko.
Oh my God, Queasy won it.
Queasy and
Dude,
Verstappen.
Queasy's got the background just freaking pegging people. Boom, and they win. Holy crap.
If you were to ask anybody,
Dude,
who do
they
you think
had
is going to win?
icon
M8 is all what the crowd wants to see. And now two of their favorite
Okay, let me
players
see
in
how
the
many
world
followers I'm
just
at.
picked up a game 2 victory royale. Just lighting up the arena as we speak, and you're seeing the looks on their face. Now I want to know what they're thinking. Frankie, let us know.
75!
You're at 75?
Yeah!
75 on the
Yeah!
He did it.
Yeah!
Nice, feeling nice. I wanna win more games. We're gonna win more games.
Happy
And they're gonna
birthday,
scream more
buddy.
louder with every game.
I think they will.
Yo!
Like in game
Thank you
one,
guys
you
all
tried
for your
to
help.
take the high
Oh
ground
man,
maybe a
it is
bit too
75
early.
followers
You
on the
couldn't
green
hold
app.
it.
Let's go.
We just need to secure it now.
No
Oh yeah, now we just gotta
mistakes.
keep building.
How did
We
you
need a
make
couple
sure the
more.
plan went
But happy
flawlessly?
birthday, little man.
I mean, it's never too early. Like, even
That
first
is
game,
goal.
if we got some
Guys,
lucky
we're-
pulls, we could have had it.
We're not allowed to say it
4
on-
pulls we
on
had,
TikTok Live.
and then they pulled over the water and was kind of unlucky we couldn't get
No,
it. But
because
game
TikTok doesn't
2,
like
we
it.
got some
We
favors
can't
in our
promote
way,
other
and
platforms.
that's it.
You don't need luck to win this, Queasy.
Yes.
Cette fois, ils n'ont pas laissé passer l'occasion. Il l'a dit cette fois, ils l'ont pris cette hauteur
Yeah.
et ils sont allés au bout. What's
They're
the
not
plan
allowed to
now
promote
for
other
the
platforms.
next games?
Keep going high and playing our
They do
game, that's
not
it.
like it.
Le plan de jeu il est clair. On va jouer la hauteur à toutes les parties et on va
But
aller chercher d'autres
We were
victoires.
at 38
Big shout out,
followers over there a
bravo
day
to
and a half
Queasy,
ago, and now we're at
Mustache and
75.
Sweezy.
Freaking doubled up our followers in a day and a half.
Now, Mustache, earlier on we did practice the gentleman's
Nicely
chant.
done, little man.
Do you want to give it
Told you we
one
could do
more
it. You
go?
thought we would.
Yeah, yeah. Are you ready, guys?
Oh no, this broke.
Oh, don't let this
Very
up.
good. Very, very good indeed. One more time though. Gentle, gentle, gentle!
Yep.
We're going to hear so
Jason
much
was
more from
first.
these crowds and these
going
players
ahead.
after
They
this
had
short break
such
do
a
not
huge
go
lead, too.
anywhere.
Between the first and second, and then first and second were actually pretty close, but everyone else was never close. They were pretty far ahead. All right, game 3 coming up in 3 minutes. You know what? I think Kanata is low-key disrespected on how good he is, and should do well in this tournament. Yep. And then everyone forgot about him because of how popular Flicks got and Peterbot got and everything, and I would love to see him come back and actually win it. Yeah. Oh, Clicks isn't gonna. He's not. Has he really? Wow. Well, airstrike coming in. Run! Yeah, I don't know about that. Again, Clicks has yet to really push. Well, Clicks was banned at one of them, yeah, because he was banned from one tournament because someone came into one of his lives and pissed Clicks off. Clicks then, literally on live, was like extremely awful to the person and once said he was going to get the person removed from Fortnite and all this stuff and everything, and Epic came down on him pretty hard. I knew that, like I said, I remember he got his creator code removed because he went off on somebody because he was or something.
Yeah, hold on.
And he's gonna get him kicked out of Ford forever. And Epic was just
Yeah, hold on, chat.
no, you did not talk.
Favorite part about
My bad,
Fortnite
chat.
is when
I'll be
we
right
see
back.
these
I'm
games
gonna go
happen.
wash my hands,
We
chat.
talk directly with the players. I get to see Swizzy cheesing because they got themselves a victory royale. And I love too, Viv, you know, they sit there, they kind of call out, hey, you know, we had some unlucky pulls game 1, but game number 2, everything went our way.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we definitely talked about that already. The interview that you're kind of talking about, right? I love to hear the game plan, right? Quizzy should have said it. Hey, you know, what's the game plan? Just keep going height. Incredible game from them, and you can kind of see the difference in the style of play, right? The control from this trio, you know, versus last game where we saw a less experienced team up on the higher ground kind of lose it very, very easily. It kind of seemed like, nah, Queasy's been up here before. They were well structured. Nobody was going to shoot them out, and I'm not going to lie, Kelly. After they won the game, they were kind of like hands up in the air. They were like, that was easy. Yeah, we watched the game. Nobody even looked up at them.
Well, with Murstache with the revolver shotgun, who wants to look up at them? We saw what happened to Pablo. If you try and go up even close to high ground, they're just going to shoot you out. And this trio, we talked about at the start of the show, they have their head on a swivel. They are so aware of what they need to be looking at when they have that high ground.
This is playback.
Such good positioning, making sure that they have one player in the front of themselves, and then two
What's
players
the leaderboard?
when they're on high ground, because you know just
What's
how
the leaderboard?
easy it is to steal height, but not when you're Queasy.
I love the kind of like the duality, the dichotomy of games 1 and 2, right? Game 1, you got Kanata come out, just jumping all over his trio mates rather. Game number 2, I mean, look at Queasy, ice cold, right? He's like, look, I love that I got this VR, but I have to stay locked in. I cannot falter even for a moment. I love to see that they got this.
We just need like I think 5 more followers by today.
And I thought for like a moment,
to keep
I was like,
it.
okay, we've got height, things looking good.
Okay.
Eliminations. They said 6
Oh, okay.
Here it is.
Look at the points now.
Squeezy's up top now.
Double-digit elims coming.
Clicks in 9th.
And now holding down the number 1 spot.
To the top 10.
It's
He's
looking
in
good.
9th.
Game number 2. We started to get crazy.
Where's Peter's still not existing,
I am a little bit worried, right? The
and
game plan is coming
neither
to
is
fruition, and
Poya.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little
Where's
bit worried.
Venom?
6th place, Pablo Wingo,
Where's Venom?
and for Doxy.
Oh, 8th. Okay, okay. Oh, Clicks was about to beat Venom.
Going
Yeah, but
down
look at the
the
point
first
to
game,
split
getting the
this.
I know.
opportunity to go ahead and
169,
showcase
145, and then
exactly
everyone
what they
else.
can do.
Holy
And
crap.
Kelly, this was
'Cause
kinda
the win's like
you know, after
60.
major number 3 EU, they
Yeah,
kind of hit
that
the
is
pause
such
button, right? They showed up on the
weird.
stage and then they hit the play button again. They were like, listen, we know what the game plan is. Run at people and get the elims.
Oh my gosh, what was it? By zone 3, they had 8 eliminations. It was absolutely crazy watching what they can do when they do win that off-spawn fight. But what I want to see now, though, is them transition that into the perfect end game. And you saw they had the idea. They wanted to potentially go for height. It didn't work out. They dropped down, and they were still able to carry themselves. And that really is what matters. Not just being able to kind of recover from a failed height steal, but also recover from a failed game 1.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Zeke, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be a little bit of a critic here, right? Levin kind of made a great point when he was just up here. He was like, listen, like, why are you guys kind of looking up at height, right? You would imagine that it was meant to be like an EU team up here. Of course, that wasn't the case in game number 1, but in game number 2, it was. I'm kind of questioning like the decision from Fordoxy's trio to kind of go up there and steal the high ground, right? Levin kind of talked about.
Dude, that's
kind of
crazy.
Expect a great EU team to be on the high ground. You would imagine that Fordoxy
Clicks
would
could
have
at least
hey,
get
listen, we
4th,
just
maybe
probably
next
got the high
game.
ground. Why would you just send yourselves kind of right
Oh
in their
wait, no.
firing line
So if
and
the
kind of
4th,
risk that when they had
nah,
so
he
many
couldn't.
goals work, but they could have just worked the mid ground.
I think they were testing the waters a little bit. It's still
I
just
was
game
gonna
number
say-
2. There's a lot of potential to possibly see what high ground is going to be like. And in game number 1, high ground was a little bit easier to take. But that that was when Queasy was not
Well,
on
and
the
you
high
gotta
ground. But looking up on the high
these
right
players
now,
have to
for
die.
of course,
Well,
we
that's what
have to
I'm
look
saying. He
at
has to have a
Pablo
good
Go,
game.
Fradoxy, and Chino just a little bit more
All right, buddy.
into that game.
I'll
Look
jump
at
in
this,
with
we're
you.
in zone 8, and they already have 11 eliminations, sticking to the low ground
if he
because
has a
that's where
good
all of
game,
the
like I
players are
said,
going to be.
he still
That's where
has
everyone
opportunity to
drops
really
down
climb
when
up
they're
the
getting a
leaderboard
little
right
weak,
now.
a little
He's
low,
cracked
and
top
that's where
10.
they can clean everything up.
He's doing way better than Higgs. They're
you know, something else I wanted to call
They
out.
actually did
Another
come in. They
Trio's
came in
performing
smooth.
insanely well in
Selling.
4th place, and you know, guys,
Even if he has a
see
good game,
a lot
if he
in major
sells
number
this next
3,
game,
King
he'd
Phaser,
still,
PHC,
even if he gets like a
showing
10
up
kill
on
win,
a global
he'd
stage.
still
We
take
already
it.
saw them show up in NA in major number 3. They said, all right, this is practice. Now on a global stage after game number 2,
If-
4th place. They
The
are
problem is,
looking
if
to
Peter messes up
continue
one more
this
time,
run. I
he
mean,
can't get
they are
first.
proving to
Like,
be
he
pretty
can obviously,
menacing
for
here on
tomorrow,
land.
he
Yeah, I
could,
mean, it's super,
but
super
today,
impressive. Again,
like,
they're
he would
a
have to win,
trio
like,
alive, right? I
3.
kind of talked
here's
to
the
Levin
problem,
about this, is that
is
they
that-
do such a good job right now
and
of
again,
getting around to
versus
like
his
10th
boy and
place
everything like
as a
that.
trio.
Click
Kind
talks a lot
of
of stuff.
a little bit out of character
Which
for
is
them,
cool.
because usually
There's
when one of them
nothing
goes
wrong
down,
with it.
Peter.
all of them go down at the same time. But no, a little bit of a clutch here from King and EH
But
Sin.
he talks a bunch of
Incredible
stuff,
stuff, right? Maybe adapting
but
to the
yet
lobby,
he
being like,
does
hey,
not
listen, we
beat
can't
Peter
just kind
in
of
the
play this
tournaments,
game where
and so
it's
that's the
trio or
problem.
nothing.
Peter never
Prepare
comes.
ourselves a little bit after
Until he can
things
actually
start to
beat
look a
Peter,
little bad.
then yeah,
Fourth
Peter's
place
gonna
right now,
keep
so
on
good.
fighting.
I feel like that
Until
really
he can
speaks
show
to
that he
what
can
they
beat
learned from North
Peter
American
never
Central.
comes.
That's
Yeah.
something that we commonly
just
see.
what
A
it
lot of
is.
these duo solo clutches in a trios competition is kind of NA's bread and butter. And so for King to come here, learn a little bit, and also perform very well against the big names at NA, I think that they have brought that
Peter should
in just
land on
tenfold
Glitch.
for the globals
See who would win.
competition.
Yeah, and I mean,
Peter already knows he's gonna get
cooked,
cooked, so he's not gonna do that.
Right?
Fucking stream
You know,
snipe
in
him,
summation, he was
and
basically like, look,
FNCS.
I
What,
wanted to
you
go to
can't-
NA, I want
no, you can't.
experience. And to your point, taking that experience and immediately the next step is the hardest competition. And they're like, hey, we went out, we learned, and now look at the fruits of our labor. Like, that is so incredible to see. Guys, this is just the first 2 games of the competition.
So he wasn't
This is
stream
just the first 2
sniping.
games. What are we hoping to maybe see in game number 3? So, you know, think about like what, again, the duality, right? Game 1, Tayson's roaming around the map.
Yeah.
Game 2, Fradoxy's, you know, are we maybe hoping to see more of this back and forth?
You know what I want to see if we're talking about back and forth, and coming from North America, I'm going to be a little bit biased. I want to see Cold, Peterbot, and Ritual, as well as Acorn, Agers, and Poyo make it to an end game. I want to see this rivalry that we've been building
that's
up
just
for the
pure
last
glaze.
year. And again,
All right,
these first
3
2
minutes.
games, Vivid,
The
we still have so
commentator
much
just
more,
said,
and we can
I'm gonna
expect
be
out of those 2
biased
trios
right here.
much more to
I
come.
want
Yeah, I
Clips
mean,
or
kind of
Peterbot,
strange
Acorn,
game
and
from
whatever it is
Acorn's trio
to
there.
get in
We
an end game.
almost
Like, that's just,
never
Fortnite's
see them
just
below
glazing
Surge, and
Peter.
Surge was definitely an impact from their
It's
game
obvious.
right there, and instantly, you know, again, we talked about it
Hey,
after
bro.
game number 1. We were like, hey, listen, like,
That's
the
my
plan
favorite
seemed
emo
like it would have
flying
worked
I
if they
had-
would have just
Why
went
is
ahead
the
and
con-
third
bro.
partied
By
the
far my
Dystopia
favorite
City
emo
Fortnite
fight.
is literally just
We didn't see them
glazing
third party
Peter.
the fight at all this game, right? So maybe instantly kind of veering
I'm gonna
away
be
from like,
biased
the
here. I
different
want
game number 1. I don't know
Peterbot to
where
get
they
in the
went on
end.
the map, but
Like, bro.
not feeling confident right now.
Man,
Nobody
dude,
wants.
I want to keep talking about so much that we saw in the game. So much to unpack, but you heard that battle bus horn. It is that time. Once again, game number 3 is here and ready for us. What's going to
Dude,
happen?
it's my favorite.
Let's find out right now.
It's so freaking awesome.
I'm gonna be biased here because I want Peterbot to get in an end game because you want Peterbot to win.
We go. Game number 3 is among us, and so much is going down around the map. It's kind of hard to keep focused. You got
I
the
see you
Rangers
win.
ruin Osbon
That's all I
fight
see.
1-1. You got the triple contested, or even now a duo contested.
That's all I see. I see you
Dystopia
with the win.
City. You got drop spot
That's all that
roulette
matters.
being played out as well, and you got Queasy's team and Kanada's team at the top of the leaderboard.
But we just saw Fradoxy and Tayson on the big screen here in Lyon, and they are going
I hear
back
the little person.
to back with these off-spawn contests. Both of these teams wishing each other good luck in those
Attention to me.
pre-game player interviews. But Fradoxy, he's looking to make that first touchdown.
I'm
Tayson
supporting little man
actually going to
with
be
my,
the
clicks
first
and
man to
his,
pick up a weapon. He's looking to see if he can close in on an initial knock. Gino
Tayson's low.
already stripped of half of his HP. Tayson, though, with the leverage of the high ground, they have forced Pablo, Chino, and Fradoxy to be stuck dealing with the
You guys
swarm.
did good.
They are all tunneled inside of the same staircase. Rangers Ruin
Yeah,
is
Tayson
getting
is.
desperate right now for Gino.
Or
He's
not
only got
Tayson.
4
Who's lobbies?
HP
Oh,
to
crap,
work
we're in
with.
Zaz
But
lobbies.
hey, Tris, he's actually going to be the first one fully eliminated. Chino still holding it down, delaying, buying enough time for Doxy with a separate angle approach. But for Doxy, he's got to finalize on this. They have to capitalize on this moment, and they do. Aim strike yet again here in France. But no, it's been ruined. Scarpa gets out and Wei immediately getting involved.
This is what we were talking about. Maybe 2 games will play out as normal, but things are looking a little shaken up as Gabzetta. They're trying to take advantage of this fight that has gone 1-1. Now it's looking like Verdoxy is in trouble. Gino, he's the one with the good loadout. He's the one that has to try to figure out a way to make a play as Verdoxy's just trying to loot up, get some materials. They realize, even with Pablo going down, they have to start to think about reboot card. When do we get it back? And they're not the only team. There's another team that's starting to look in this direction for Gabzetta, Scarpa, and Wei. They got what they came for, and that's position over Rangers Ruin.
The pain right now for Chino and for Doxy is that Chino is just stuck. Doxy had to create a little bit of space. He had to disengage. He had 0 mats. He knew he could no longer stay involved in this fight. But this is definitely going to put a damper on their overall game strategy because they're just going to have to wait it out. Gabzetta, Wei, and Scarpa, they're also going to reap all the benefits of taking Rangers.
Peterbot's team is just doing some random stuff.
That one continues to play out. We'll take a close eye on that one. But this one, Dystopia City, where we thought it was a triple.
Oh, they're going to.
Cole's ritual on the he's going to go back to something they did early on in game 1.
They're going to rush this POI.
But they do not know. Tinka and his entire trio is right above from OC, waiting for things to break out. But a triple contested. They're all landing forward the launch pad. Reese is the one that's good damage on the Pico. And that's the first stock. Flixie's taking some damage as well. Luckily for him, he has a momentary escape.
Where's Benno?
Yuma and Toyota just putting on the burners right now. Flixie was trying to see if he could provide a little bit of coverage, but 1 versus 3, and he's not going to get the chance to escape. Asia coming out on top in game 3.
What is this? It might be a Brazilian thing, you know what I'm saying? Because both of the teams that qualified out of Brazil, or at least 2 of the 3, are now made their way over towards Rangers Ruin. Luckily for Verdoxy and Chino, though, they were able to get on out. So this is just a whole different mix-up that I didn't expect in a million years.
This is the Verdoxy effect right now. At Rangers Ruin, everyone is just crouching, creeping up on each other. But Scarpa gonna be some of the first to open up with some big shots. Still not feeling comfortable just yet, diving straight into the heart of the action here. But Scarpa, they recognize King. He might be trying to make this flank approach. He could be an isolated member. PH Zin, though, still gonna be enough of a buffer zone here. And Gabzetta, Scarpa away. They've decided, you know what? You guys can have it. We're out of here.
Yeah, we gotta figure it out. This wasn't even our drop spot. You guys can take it. Now King Phaser, PH Zin, they're actually choosing to kind of rotate away from Rangers Ruin, and that's a conscientious decision. Go for eliminations, go for points, go for Storm Surge, instead of sitting back, not knowing if that other team is still alive, and going for XP. These are the 2 different paths, and they're taking this one.
Talk about a silver lining, though, for Verdoxy and Chino. They're left all alone at Rangers Row when Brazil deciding for that early departure. But Peterbot, Ritual, Cole, they struggled to really find a home with their initial drops just because they've been trying to go all around the map. And yet again, lobby number 3, we are seeing them try a slightly different approach here. But the result is still all the same currently, Jacob. They're at the Scopia City, and they're waiting to see when they're going to be able to try and take advantage of this contested area. But Pinka, Kazi, Aspect, they're also just trailing so close behind. It's making it really difficult for Peterbot.
The game's been started.
Take advantage of vulturing some of the leftovers here at Dystopia.
And I just got my eyes glued to the mini-map right now, and I'm counting 1, 2, 3 different teams. But wait, one of them's Kazi, Tika, and Aspect. So I'm thinking right now, where is Epic? Well, Victor V and Paper. Maybe an early battle between Tay and the full trio is Swizzy. Merstash. With the zone pulling a whole different direction this game than the previous 2, it looks like it's pulling south, maybe a western lean. Swizzy and Merstash and Queasy, they have the luxury of waiting for all of these teams from the north to rotate down into them, and that means easy surge for the first place team.
And Merstash wasting absolutely 0 time alongside Swizzy, locking in some of these early surge tags. A little bit of hide and seek,
anyone
but
like the
it's
hand
going to be
cannon?
Mustache coming out on top yet again.
blue
Goofy knocked, but
or
you have to
purple if somebody
remember,
wants it.
despite Goofy being knocked, there's no real opportunity provided there for Queasy's team to follow up with a heavy
Why is he
heat
doing that?
approach. So we're going to shift a little bit of the attention focus. Striker needed to watch his back, but he's still got Tisco maybe to try and bring things up into fruition. But Salco Art
yeah, they
School,
marked.
they pose too much of a threat here, and Tisco, he'll be eliminated. That's just an
Shot
easy
him.
cleanup.
Oh, you just shot.
Yeah, for a team, you said it yourself, Arc is playing fantastic as an individual the entirety of the week leading up to this, taking 1v1s against anybody who's taking that challenge. And now something coming from him, NA West. This could be a big make or break moment for his entire
There was only
Fortnite
one.
career. As Reed, Cooper, Curly, same position we saw them in that last game, just at the edge of the zone. They're just trying to get
There's
as much
his team
storm
right there.
surge as
Yep, he's
possible.
with his team now. Oh, and they can shoot out of the air.
Not sure who
Shit.
that is on the other side. Baka's team, Mansour's team. Those are the two possibilities it could be.
There's one thing that Peterbot's certainly got intentions leaning towards. It's maybe trying to keep Maria's Vanya and Pixie, but under
Peterbot's trying to rush a lot of teams, but just he's hesitant.
Decided maybe we should just bring the battle straight to Peterbot, Gold, and Ritual. Why are we
And
the
I
ones
got one
waiting to see
low, but
whether
you
or
got
not
me.
they're going to stick around and hover inside of the
Peter's
Dystopia
playing
City?
hesitant.
Still, Epic Will not necessarily primed with that loadout
Holy
for
crap, they're in
fighting.
29.
And for that
Peter?
reason,
Yup.
and probably knowing that there's another team
Yeah,
in that
GG's.
area, it's just best not to take that fight.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just not easy to get the loadout that you want, especially
That
when
was
you're
not
triple
expected.
contested. And then a fourth team makes their way on over, so I think they made kind of the heads-up play to focus on staying alive, prioritizing position, realizing we can get a loadout, we can get Storm Surge elsewhere, Visuals, Braids, and a Minish. Business as usual for them. They land over towards Foxy. I think as soon as they realized the zone was pulling in their favor, they immediately start to set up their own surge base. And this is kind of a little bit of different kind of pacing of the game that we're seeing in game number 3 here. Instead of the all-out aggression, it looks like they're kind of playing more to what a lot of teams have practiced, which is storm surge bases.
Yeah, but Cooper finding that first knock just gave the green light for Curly Ree and himself to actually find those additional eliminations. That's some big surge that they are getting online super early. And a handful of teams that have managed to have
Great
some
twin
success
fire.
with these surge bases. We have seen so many interventions, so many other teams, and that's something that Chad Reason and Mr. Savage don't take lightly. They're going to spend a little bit of extended time inside of these early storm picks. They don't mind it, and it's giving them a good idea of which direction they actually want to head, especially when you're scouting out some of those surge bases in the distance. They know there's going to be teams looking to try and hold on edge of zone.
Yeah, and then kind of add in the fact that neither one of these two games that we've had so far has went down to heal off. So it's kind of giving you more and more of that confidence, like, hey, I can stay a little bit longer in towards zone. I can try to figure out Storm Surge, especially if you're uncontested like they are. You can always go back for those extra heals. As OXR HQ, just as busy as we last left it, Pixie, Marius, and Vanya. They kind of got a huge base, basically a 3-room apartment. Everybody gets their own bathroom. They're just kind of replenishing a lot of those bills that they used to get there. You see the extra hills in and outside of their base, and they're just a hop, skip, and a throw away from the actual zone. The only thing that we do not know yet, Taco, is do they see Peterbot, Ritual, and Colt? Do they know that team is there?
They're likely pretty aware that there's somebody lurking. Whether they know that it's Peterbot, Gold, and Ritual directly, that'll have to be answered later on. But Victor V, Epic Whale, Paper, they diverted that initial path, and they find themselves directly underneath Curly and Cooper, trying to see if they can apply some pressure, get a little bit of damage going. But Victor V gonna get the worst end of that trade out, and Epic Whale still looking to provide a little bit of coverage. They just infiltrated the base that Cooper and Curly once held.
Yeah, I like the decision, though, for Cooper, Curly. They saw the zone kind of pull towards the south, a little bit further from where they're at. They say, hey, we got to focus on this. Agers, Acorn, Poyo. This time around, they're getting to play their side of the overall map. We're seeing it pulling towards the south, but Demon's Debris kind of just on the outskirts inside of the zone. So they're watching and seeing every team that rotates on over from that mountain. You got to think Alex and Nam resigned there towards the south of that mountain. Toyota, Rise, Yuma, they landed over at Canyon. So they're just trying to take advantage of every team that might not be quick to the punch.
But it's still crazy to see that quick stat for Acorn's team, that they didn't take a single tick of surge all throughout the regular season majors. But here on the global level, they have been struggling back-to-back matches, finding a good grasp of that surge damage threshold. Right now, game 3 though, halfway point technically speaking for day 1. They had the opportunity. We just saw what Ferdoxy, Pablo, and Chino were able to accomplish in that last lobby. When you're able to
give me 2
secure
seconds.
over 80 points in a singular match, you're still always in the running.
Yeah, on pace. Outside of maybe getting that victory royale where you do get the 9 extra points going from second to first place. So all you need is, a win, but 10 eliminations, that's about a 105 game. Close the gap in an instant. We already saw that out of a few teams so far. Pixie, Marius, and Vanya, they're just rotating all around. You saw them go from OXR HQ. They took that massive launch pad with the Flowberry Fizz to take over the Shining Span Bridge, prioritizing their rotation.
Clicks, Yanzo, and Higgs are still alive.
Else that's there is Victor B, Epic. They're still here, but Cold is the one that's down. So Peterbot and Ritual got the pressure on their shoulders.
Tragedy there for Pablo as he's fully cleaned up too. So that's going to be a wipeout for Ferdoxy's team. They'll have to sit and deliberate, figure out what they want to do for game 4 instead. But Ritual and Peterbot still trying to work side by side. The problem is they are so split from each other, Jacob. The moment that Yamza, Clicks, or Higgs might realize, hey, there's a primed up opportunity here to just outright key, but doesn't seem as if they're aware of that situation just yet.
And already we saw Cooper, Reek, and Curly try to rotate on out. But now they're running into a whole nother team, and Cooper's going to be the first one dropped. That's Snowy. Todd is still alive. Even though they do lose one, they have a numbers advantage. They can play for the revive, and I think Reek might know that just a little bit. Trying to go for pressure underneath, break it through the wall. Beast Control does not go over. They do a quick peek. Both teams kind of missing those shots, though. Reek has to be able to take advantage of these opportunities. They are inside of the zone, so in theory, Taco, Ryu, Snowy, and Todd have no reason to rotate out.
That little bit of a whiff, though, from Reek might come back to haunt him here because Todd, Snowy, and Ryu in that 3 versus 1. This is so optimal for them to continue to apply steady pressure. They recognize Reek has no other choice except to try and live, to try and escape, and they are just ripping him apart from the sky. Every single crash pad, sure, it's taking them one step further, but fortunately for Reek, Marius, Pixie, and Vanya provide a little bit of that buffer zone. They're gonna force Sod and Ryu back, but Reed, he is still pinned down, stuck along the beach face underneath Shining Span. Yeah, it don't miss you wonder, like, does he even have a singular reboot card, let alone 2? He really had no choice but to disengage out of there because they will try to push a solo in that situation. But Malibuca, Wax, Pings, 25 points through 2 games so far. Couple teams need to go down about 7. You can start getting some of those placement points. But for now, they're just kind of focusing on one thing and one thing only, Storm Surge. That's going to open up the world in terms of flexibility the later this game goes on. And this time, Malibuca's team not being third-partied now means that they've got a little bit more of that luxury room to try and get their Surge locked in, going up against Yapko and Panzer in a separate Surge base. Good ways across from them. Yuma, Koyota, and Rise, though, we saw the success they finally had with taking care of Veno's team, and now the question becomes, can we see a Ferdoxy Hasten type of performance? Can they convert this to a strong endgame finish?
Hey, you know the entire region usually kind of has some tricks underneath their sleeve that they save for big moments just like this. A Swizzy, Queasy, Merstad, they're just making their way on over towards that bunker. They're one of the few teams in the lobby because they're uncontested at the Hive. They get that instant OXR HQ rank, and that is what they're able to use to kind of rotate on over to the vault and get some sort of exotic. You already see it's going to be the AR in Swizzy's inventory. And if you guys don't know, every shot you land with that AR, the next one just deals more and more damage. And putting it in Swizzy's hand, honestly, is very, very scary for the rest of the lobby.
And looted and booted, that is for sure. Merstash, Swizzy, Queasy, they've got so much time to work with in comparison to a lot of these other teams that are likely feeling a bit more pressured, a bit more pushed into trying to create, manifest some sort of surge damage just to be able to find the same type of rotates But Queasy, we'll have to see what he gets up to later on, because we know they love to look for height, and they are setting up very early on, Jacob. Strong loadouts to take over.
A tough situation, depending on where the zone continues to go for a lot of these teams towards the south. They're trying to make this part of the map their home base and kind of wait for a lot of the teams towards the north, towards the west to start to try and rotate in. Kanata, Boats, and Rapid, almost 700 damage above the threshold. Now they're going to surpass that with a couple shots being landed. And they're just peeking through the cone right now. They already are in zone. They're just trying to figure out how many teams are around them, what teams are there as well, and what teams are rotating in. Ritual Cold Peterbot, that's going to be one that they focus on for a quick and short moment, landing some damage on the Ritual, forcing them down further towards their glide, just kind of making sure they can't get priority position.
The real trick in a set lobby like this, though, is finding those shots, but not receiving any in return. Peterbot, Ritual Cold, though, they've got to take this fight up against Tete and Raito. They need a recovery point. They've managed to bring Cold back off the reboot, but this is a fight that they're going to have to optimally turn into their favor. It's a little bit scattered right now, but they're just so low on that surge. They don't have any other options. They have to keep trying to apply pressure, but they might not get the chance. The surge is going to take care of them alongside Raito. Just an easy come up.
I am at a loss for words. After 3 games so far, they have failed to place inside of the top 17. That's where those placement points begin. They are in 31st place on the leaderboard, and it can only get worse if any of those 2 teams below them are still alive. But from the bottom side to the top side, Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache. That's going to be one thing, because they see every single
Rapid's
player that
still
goes
in,
down.
Clicks is still in, Queasy's still in.
And when you see them go down for Queasy,
Clicks!
Mustache, even
Clicks!
Yamzo and Higgs, that's
And
gonna be
Yanzo and Higgs are still alive, all of them.
Just looking like a rags to riches comparison
W's.
from what we just witnessed. But Yamzo, Clicks, hits. They're still trying to take advantage of their convenient positioning here. They're spraying all of these teams that are just stuck on the congestion inside that edge of zone. Teams that are fighting to try and lock in a little bit more surge.
Nice.
And Phaser, he is going to fall. Yamzo, a little bit too accurate, and Clicks just still continuing steady pressure application. These teams are not able to escape.
Yeah, I think they saw it at the corner of the eye, and now they're not going down. A whole nother team, but they know if they can continue to focus in that direction, they can probably try to get the wipe.
Pollo's still in.
We're
Woo!
getting that peak.
Pollo.
Agers and Acorn, but they're 69 damage below the threshold, which is surprising.
Peter's out.
Towards the south side of the map. They have been granted the zone majority of this game, but just unable to really find the shots to put it to use, and they're falling further and further below.
They gotta be real careful.
Oh, just killed a camper.
Mountain gonna be immediately eliminated. Just a max pop shot. Pollo now looking to follow suit here. They are feeling so confident.
Wow.
They know they got Goofy locked in their sights, and Agers finds the next elimination.
Pollo's team is coming.
Got him.
Locked and loaded, ready to
That
go.
Pollo team, bro.
When you got Pollo on this team, when you got Agers on this team,
Sweaty
Acorn,
Betty.
debatably one of the
Thank you
best
for that,
IGLs in
Daily.
Fortnite. Them going down early, that's like poking
And
the bear. That's
give me
like
the
poking the
heat.
bear in the wilderness. Now something I would
think I've
never
ever seen
do.
that one
And now
Yanzo, Clicks, and Higgs are still in the
Oh, yeah.
running.
I'm thinking about, Jacob, is Queasy loves to look for height right around this period, right around that 8th zone time frame. But with Acorn now looking much healthier and a mastermind IGL in his own right, you have to anticipate that there's going to be a very strong
Clicks is in
challenge
10th.
for height between those 2 teams, and that's not even considering
one player.
other trios in the lobby like Vanya, Marius, Pixie, all of these experienced veterans that know full
And
well
there's the win.
what type of potential height
Clicks
they
got
have,
10th.
especially with the zone
Clicks got 10?
falling over
Yeah, so
this
far.
part
So
of the
that'll
map.
probably keep
It
him
is a
right where he's
very
at.
strong
He's
pinpoint
staying in
location.
But that's right now.
They're gonna have to burn
Depending
through
on how
materials
many
of those
limbs.
lower layers.
Yeah, and you can kind of see in the mini-map, majority of the teams, even with the zone currently opening up, are like on that 50, where the half and half actually was.
Mr.
And even further
Savage.
south, nobody really wanted to make that move, because you know as well as I do, inadvertently with the crash pass, Flowberry Fizz, it just makes you an open target. A Savage chat reads, and they're getting a little bit more aggressive, trying to take advantage of Miriam. Ryu. They're underneath the
Chat.
wall. I think Wixie might still be alive. Nope, saw it in the feed. Queasy's going to take him down, so Savage chat Reason, even with 2 eliminations, almost 900 damage.
Exact clicks, Yanzo and clicks are still in.
Here's Pollo, Acorn, depending on which direction they head next. I was gonna say they might be wary.
Pollo's still here though.
But instead, it's gonna be secondary high
No.
as the focal point.
Pollo's team's doing good.
Not being allowed to fully lock through.
Yeah, their place is 10th right now. It shows.
But no, we
It
thought
showed.
those 2 eliminations that Agers just secured would be enough, but the
Pollo has 37
to
points.
such a high
They're
level
still
to
not
the
even
first
in the top 10.
99 below. Even with 3 eliminations, finally they're going to tick over into just 3 above, but it's still not enough. They can't find a footing until they get more surge.
They are just burning through materials. Even with that elimination on the reset, they are not going to be able to get a lot of that loot. It's going to go to the wayside, and now they have to worry about their rotation, feeding them the punch. Arc Skull and Salco, they might be below the damage threshold, but Pollo, Agers, Acorn focusing on this rotation because they know it's not going to get easier. In fact, only 7 builds onto Agers. It's going to get harder and harder unless they find that key refresh.
But look at Arc School and Salco. They're a little bit beat up here. Still, Mr. Savage.
Higgs, Yanzo, they're in a fight, it looks like.
Front side of zone. Might have been a little bit too ambitious here, though. The lobby has taken notice. Chap, no shield, no time to recover it just yet either. Mr. Savage doesn't have any white heels to his name. They've got to just fight it out with teams directly behind them. But Chap finally getting the opportunity. He's trying to see if he can replenish just enough to really frag out here for his team. Sod, Snowy, Ryu, though, doing a great job holding him. And Pollo stuck in the same booth.
Not good for Braids and Visuals. They're going to get eliminated, but Pollo is going to get dropped.
Pollo's almost dead. Their team's almost out. Their team's out. Pollo's team's out. Clicks is still alive. Yanzo. No way. Come on.
Dude, you're at 76 followers.
W. Okay, guys. My favorite person's still alive. Hold on.
Right now, having to figure out where they're going to go because zone is slightly moving up over that mountain. They realize no other team is in their path. It's now or never.
But the problem is they've got Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache on height, beaming everybody underneath them. These guys are applying so much steady and consistent pressure that nobody's having a chance to look up just yet. They've spotted out a team tunneling through. It's Malibuka and Watts trying to see if they can break through from that secondary height position. But with Queasy now overtaking the front side, overtaking front side height. Now everybody else stuck underneath. This is everything for Queasy, Mustache, and Swizzy.
And just in the back pocket, you see
Same
6
thing
flashes. The exotic slapper,
they're doing the exact same thing as they did last game.
A just
And
in
no one
case,
is
but up
stopping
goes
that.
Pixie. They're trying to go for that opportunity, but Mario.
Yeah, they are.
Now they're being
Yeah, they
contested.
are.
Now they're
Cannot go
contesting
for
them.
it, at least not right now.
Because they were
He's
gonna
taking
do
so
the
much
exact
damage on
same
his way
thing they
down.
were
But
last
No,
Swizzy
that's not allowed.
distracted for a short moment. A lot of his shields go out the window.
They stopped that
His
quick.
entire trio is still there. 2,000 damage above the threshold.
Clicks,
They won
Yanzo,
last
and
game
they're
with
still
12
alive.
eliminations, and they're
All
well
of
on their
them.
way to do it again.
And that's the problem for everybody else in this lobby is that Queasy, he is just tarping fully unleashed. Nobody there to stop his path. 2 of them, the best fraggers in the world by his side. And Kanata, he is down and out for the count. Bolts, Rapid, trying to see if they can secure a strong,
he's trying to get up
at
to
least break into that top 5 placement maybe. But Yanzo hits also a little bit scattered here.
Yanzo's knocked.
It's Higgs who's trying to come
Oh,
up big
no,
time.
Higgs!
Big elimination.
Come on, Higgs!
Gonna find
Higgs, W Elam!
everything he can.
Oh yeah, Higgs!
Backside of zone. The Siphon still carrying him just a bit further. But Marius, Vanya, Pixie, they're looking to layer swap. They know they don't have enough. And Marius taking out the moment that he tries to chop through.
He just gets stuck. That 1 second cost him what could be an opportunity here. Pixie's
But
just
we
trying to
looked
make
at
it
our
to the front side
stats.
of the zone. He's just getting cut down every step of the way, but finally reuniting with Vanya. This is their moment. They have to figure out a way to make this count. They're missing a huge chunk of HP. They're using what they can out of the med miss, but there's still a whole
Mr. Savage is still in.
Yes. Underneath. That's Chap, Savage, and Reason. They're making every single one of these uncontested games count. As Vanya making a play, challenging for the high ground. He has it.
What's her name again?
How long can he hold on to it?
Vanya doesn't even care that it's just a 2 versus 3. He still tries to take that challenge, but Swizzy immediately, not against my IGL. I've got the backup here. Swizzy taking him out. Vanya, sorry that it's a fellow gentleman, but it's just business, not personal. Candy also eliminated for Stash. Now trying to see if he can take out Chap along the way, but Savage, Mr. Savage still making it work.
This is it.
What?
It's basically all EU here in the end game. Chap down.
No, Liam, you lost your football game.
As well. It's all to Savage, but no, the entire trio ends up back in the lobby. Swizzy is down. He's ready to steal
Liam's
this game
football
away.
team
They have
lost.
12 eliminations already matching their last game win.
Come on.
Don't count out picks Darman Demons though. These guys
They
love
lost.
winning through the low ground. We've seen them
Bro,
do it
they
time
were
and time again and
undefeated.
Queasy with no materials.
Oh, really?
Picks also
Yeah.
no materials. I drop lurking directly behind the team on
That
low ground.
sucks.
Mustache. Swizzy, they're starting to drop. They're trying to see if they can close this one out. Queasy finds a knot. He misses out. Queasy goes for the back-to-back.
Oh my gosh, they won 2 in a row.
Wow.
Mustache and Swizzy for a Game 3 victory royale.
It's only taken 3 games to get our first team with not only multiple victories,
Massive.
but back-to-back 12 eliminations in that last
Yeah,
game.
we
More
look
than
over
that,
it.
in this game, we are looking what could possibly be a great team in the making. Frankie, don't you agree?
I really do agree. The fans in Leon again going absolutely
Or just delete the
wild
whole thing
for
and make
this
your own.
team. Queasy coming into the global championships. They said that this competition was going to be owned by North America, but right now it's being owned by the High Ground Kings. How was that game? Just a complete repeat of the second.
I mean, we're just playing our game. That's it. Just playing end game, playing height, and that's it. Nothing more.
But why isn't anyone able to challenge you for that height right now? We've got huge names. In fact, in that last game, all of our top 5 trios made it to the end game, but you still came out on top.
I mean, I feel like it's the hardest of the hardest. It's hard to have a good mid game. A lot of teams are contested, so just hope we stay uncontested and we'll probably win.
You mentioned being uncontested. You may regret that. Benji, à toi.
Swizzy, excuse me, Swizzy. Man,
No, he's not
3
even-
games,
he's
2
not
victory
firmly in
royale.
the
What's your
top- he's not
secret,
even in the
guys?
top 20 right now.
Peter?
Yeah.
What's your secret?
Take height, don't die.
He's getting rocked right now.
Le secret, c'est de prendre la hauteur et de pas mourir. Have you got any words for your fans, for the Gentleman fans?
This Sweezy team,
Jungle,
freaking, they won the last 2 in a row.
that's it. Jungle.
That sounds perfect. I'm about to post it now.
Because he can't use his macros.
Thank you, guys.
Mustache.
Yeah!
An incredible
No.
global
Oh my
championship
gosh!
so far.
Ricky's on
Is
something!
it all about the calls that this man is making?
Nah!
Or is it all the charts
That makes a
the
lot of
NA fans
sense!
are making?
It's everything. Queasy,
Yeah, he's getting,
I tell gold,
he's getting worked.
fans, crazy,
big time
just
this
best
time.
fans ever.
Holy crap.
Can't ask for better fans.
Hello?
They're definitely proving themselves to be some
Hello.
of the most incredible fans in esports right now. However, we're halfway through our games today on day 1
Oh, yeah.
in Lyon. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll be evaluating everything so far.
Right now, they definitely got better placement
Dang.
than.
That's... Man, I wish they would have won.
Oh shit, I have no ammo. Why am I shooting at people? I've got 2
Bro,
bullets.
what? I'm not gonna be up at that time.
still think the hollow does pretty damn good. Yeah, see, Ricky, you weren't even part of it.
Okay. Yeah, thanks a lot, Ricky.
Do you need the gold? Because I'm at 4,400.
Yeah, Ricky, you didn't help me at all. But it's not too late. Not too late.
Yeah. Oh, Flying Cactus with the confetti. Thank you.
But Flying Cactus, what?
Flying Cactus has been friggin' gifts today. Little man's birthday. Oh, yeah, people coming in. 80.
70.
Down. I'm down. Your teammates right there. Up top.
Welcome back to the Fortnite Global Championship.
Fifth game.
My oh my.
Wait, are they gonna show leader?
Back-to-back from
They better show leaderboard.
Swizzy and Merstash.
Back-to-back
victory royales. We like to joke about it a lot.
They better show leader.
EU still doesn't have a global championship title, and Queasy said, "I'm gonna make that change." And you know it's funny too because Swizzy said the most famous Queasy quote of all time: "Take height, don't die." Guys, take height, don't die. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know where he was.
I mean, Z, Kelly, it just looks so easy right now. They're getting everything they want. I mean, Quizzy pretty much said he was like, hey, listen, we're just playing our game right now, and it is working to perfection. I mean, you just take a look at them, right? They're sitting up there, no worry in the world. They do such a good job at applying pressure to exactly the right teams, right? Keeping an eye on not only the second height team to make sure, of course, you know, the most likely team to go ahead and
that was the smartest thing because
always keep it
I hit it and you
one thing that I
were
always
the
notice when we kind of tune into like Swizzy's POV is that he is so keen to look like back in the storm and make sure nobody's going to come up behind them and make some sort of sneak play.
They are just so aware of everything that is going on around
Yo!
Usually when a team has height so dominantly, you just kind of leave them alone, focus on the low and mid ground. But that is not the case for this trio. Both games now that they've won from height, someone has tried to steal it away from them, and that actually was one of the closest height steals we've seen between the two games. Vanya and Pixie actually being able to build over them, but Queasy and Mercedes able to easily recover from that and then take height once again.
Oh, no.
It just looks so clean, and it's crazy too.
Now in
Game
6.
2, elimination victory royale.
He's moving up.
Game 3, you know what? We'll get another big round. Let's just toss a few more. Sprinkle on some eliminations on top. My gosh, and of course, once again, Queasy still 100% locked in. Let's take a look. They are
whenever you cash it in, Dad, just let me know how much I have.
This is just the halfway point of day number 1.
What? 300 points?
That's
Basically,
incredible.
they have established a 122-point lead just after game number 3. I mean, yeah, I guess that's what a back-to-back win will do.
You know, I got word. Not only did we get to see this fantastic last game, we have elicited it. Let's take a look on how it went for the trio.
Yeah, I'm 100 meters. Take.
He's using macro. He's been using macro. He's been using macro. The thing is, if you don't have your macro, you're not going to be as good as you first.
Nice.
Bro, and Fortnite decided to place him and say other people were using it. Yeah, it was just him.
That's that dude.
This is insane.
I mean, literally the whole thing that makes that entire thing work, right? Obviously, we've been watching the high ground for, 2 games now. It's kind of been the same play style. Queasy and Merstash kind of play that high ground while Swizzy kind of drops down and looks for those eliminations. Because Swizzy was actually on a lower level, he instantly called out, hey, I'm chopping it out. Like, if they want to be above you guys, I'm just going to chop it out. The fact that those comms come in so fast, but the reaction from Queasy and Merstash to just instantly kind of move themselves to a safe spot to make sure they don't get chopped out, played to perfection within an instant.
It is that veteran mentality that Queasy is able to bring. You said that yes, EU has not been able to get a global championship spot, but Queasy's gone second place now twice. He has been right on the cusp of being able to claim an international competition, and he really just provides and shows time and time again his knowledge of the game, and not just the game, but his knowledge of a LAN setting, of what kind of win position you need to do, and he gets his teammates in that position every single time.
It's just so cool, man. Just watching the way they play, how they move, how they're jumping together as they're calling out things. It's not like, you know, we're gonna move this and I'm going this way and you're going that way. No, no, no. The moment they start to move, they're one single entity moving in the same direction, looking, calling out targets. They are so impressive. This is scary, guys. We got 2 victory royales back to back from the trio. Now, of course, in second place, though, the trio that won game number 1, Kanata still holding strong, right? This is still Kanata at the end of the day. They are still putting on a performance. They want to make sure they're like, okay, Queasy, you got a VR, but
nah, because you'll hear yourself and you'll hear me.
Okay, it's gonna happen.
Big thing for me right now is that the trio is making
Higgs
it to the
was
end
playing
right now, but I'm not gonna
Higgs
lie, like,
didn't do bad.
Super, super good.
Higgs,
The follow-up games kind of feel like they're kind of just like picking
Higgs
up
didn't
points,
do
being
bad.
a little stragglers, right? Not necessarily having that great trio. Everybody's together. We're helping
Higgs
go into
actually
the
did
end game
something
type
this
of
time.
game, which I think is kind of a good thing when you think about it, Kelly. 'Cause
It
it's
is.
like they haven't really bounced back after game number 1, but they're still in second place.
Well, if you look at the dichotomy of Queasy's trio and Nada's trio, where Queasy's going on this ultra
What?
out row, he's just
He said if
controlling
we
the
ever
high
go to
ground.
Canada,
Nada's
we
playing
may
a bit
never
more
wanna come back to the
passively. We
US.
saw that in
Yeah.
games 2
Cap.
and games 3, and we already knew that he was
I'm
going to play
sorry,
the passive
buddy,
early game.
but-
But what I really appreciated in this end game right here, they were in the best position, so
Yeah.
they were kind of actually staying in the back
We'd
of
wanna
zone.
come
And there
home.
was a moment there where zone is pulling up a hill, and everyone was getting congested trying to climb over that hill. But Kanata bolts rapid. They stayed back a little bit, waited just a moment, maybe took a little bit of storm damage there, but then they were able to kind of pass away through the congestion and be able to make it into the end game. To me, I say this so many times, to me what makes a top player isn't what they do when everything's going their way, it's how they're able to handle it when things aren't.
Oh my gosh, that's so sick. Guys, I don't know if you saw 3rd place there. Seti climbing up 2 placements, taking over 3rd place. Now we're gonna break down a little bit of what we saw, but why don't we hear from Seti himself, who's hanging out in the player lounge.
Obviously, it wouldn't be a Fortnite Global LAN if we didn't talk to our 2022 Invitational champion, Seti, and I'm so happy it's because you're in 3rd place right now, Seti. Is this something you were expecting going into today's competition?
I wasn't expecting for us to be that high because obviously we're contested those spawns, so it's definitely harder for us. But we ended up surpassing our limits, and now we're 3rd and going just small break. Then we're gonna focus even more and hopefully finish 3rd as well at the end of the day.
And it's really interesting to me that this trio was formed as a last chance trio for Major 3. Yapko coming back from his time in North America. Panzer being a player everyone wanted to play with, despite his lack of global experience.
Oh, yeah, but they're
How have you
nowhere
managed to make
close
this
to where
team
Josie
look
is
like
probably
a
eating down
championship
there.
contender so
The fact
quickly?
that she's literally
I think
right on
we
the border
all
there.
are very experienced, especially my
She's
IGL
got
skills are
the
like, they can
pipelines
really
all
push
of the
us to the
authentic
limits
food
in
down
end
there.
games. To get us through the mid games, and Yapka and Pazzer are just both crazy fraggers, both support each other and do their roles perfectly, so we just match each other so well and it works. I don't know how, but it works.
Il se demandait comment ils étaient aussi forts après si peu de temps ensemble, et il dit que c'est surtout qu'ils sont très expérimentés et qu'il a 2 très bons fraggeurs avec lui. Now, how will you keep consistency during this whole week?
I think we just have to focus on ourselves and just get through the mid game because it's the most difficult, getting the surge, and then whatever comes. We're just gonna focus every single game like it's the first game that we're here, and yeah.
Your old teammate Cammy.
What do you think
is
Clicks
also
can
in the
get,
top
Dad?
5. In fact, he's 4th place right now.
Today.
And then we have Demon's
Today?
Olympics in
Yeah.
5th.
I mean, he already
What
just
is it
climbed
about
4
these
ranks. I mean, he
Polish
could get
players that makes them
into
so successful
top
on that?
3.
I think it's again the
then
experience. I think
tomorrow-
we're
If
all
they
very
continue to
used to
have good
playing
games and
on the big
everything,
tournaments.
Do you think it's-
And
They
I actually
gotta
predicted
get-
that
they have to
like
at least
Cammy
get
and
2
Fix are
wins.
gonna be high up, so I'm very happy that they are behind
Like,
us as
they
well.
have to
Can I
finish
ask
endgame
what it's
and they
like
have
to
get
be
2
at a
wins.
LAN and not
Two?
having Cammy
The
by your
point
side?
differential is just so big
I don't
between
think
the
it
first
changes
place and
much.
even the second place, let alone where he's
I mean, it just means we have more chance to
If
have
they
a
don't
top
pull off
5
some
full of
wins,
Polish
it's
teams.
going to be very difficult.
Ça change pas tellement finalement d'avoir pas son collègue à côté, mais il est très heureux d'être
That's
là.
what I'm saying. Like where
And
Josie's
so,
at,
just
there's
thinking
no,
about
there's
the
no
rest of the
comparison as far
competition,
as,
Choka has
the
already
food
asked you
quality
about staying
that she's
consistent.
able to get
Have
while
you been
she's
looking at the
literally
lobby
right there
and
on the
thinking,
Do you think
okay,
Peter
these are
could
the
still
guys
come
we
back
need to
tomorrow?
Look out for? Who is your
I don't even know.
competition?
They won't
I
even
mean,
show us
obviously
points, so I don't
Queasy is
even
right
know
now on
what
300
points he
points, but I
has.
think like all eyes are on him, so he
It's
might
gonna
have
be very
some trouble
difficult,
going
that's
to
for
next
damn
games.
sure.
We will see. Polska Gorum, indeed. Let's head back to the desk.
Thank you so much for that interview, man. I'm telling you, man, this is my favorite part of my LAN. We get to hear from the players, get to hear that insight, what Seti's thinking about in the moments. And I think I agree, right? He kind of calls out, hey, eyes are now on Queasy. So it's going to be up to him and his trio, right? Do we start to feel that pressure? Do we just keep going? I mean, we have to remember this is a 2-day format, right? So you're only going to have so much in the tank. How do we make sure we make that span across 2 whole days? If there's anyone that can do it, I have faith in Queasy. Now, we're just going to ignore the fact that there's 4 trios that in the top 5 that are from EU. EU's absolutely dominating. This is, it's fine. All we need is Kanata. He's up there. But look who's still lurking, right? Higgs, Clicks, and Iamza, who are also holding on strong. They're performing well. Kelly, things are looking good.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to doubt this trio, and when we saw in Major number 3 that there wasn't the best performance out of them, but they did not allow that to really hurt their emotions. They kind of took a moment between weeks 2 and 3 over this season to kind of collect themselves. They said that they went off stream, they kind of worked on their emotions
he was
a little bit,
using
and then
macro.
they came back stronger than ever, and we're seeing how that's paying off right now. We know that this is really an emotional team, and when they go down, it kind of affects them a lot. So to see them be able to kind of mature their emotions in the span of just a few weeks impresses me so much. But I gotta give Higgs a shout out. You know, he's originally from NA West, if you remember Batman Booga, and his solo clutch right there is what really climbed him up the leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, definitely still need to see a good game from this trio. I think collectively, as all 3 kind of being up and alive and healthy, and they got the mats and everything like that, because that's usually what they're good at, right? They're usually good at kind of controlling the front side of the moving zone. They don't necessarily usually go for the high ground, but the fact that we haven't really seen them as a full healthy trio, we haven't really been able to see that from them yet. So the fact, again, you know, another one of those instances where, you know, it's doing very, very well, 6th place. Still yet to see like that Clicks, Higgs, and Iamzo-esque game, which is really good for them, right? Maybe this little bit of a break can kind of help walk them back in and actually go ahead and portray their real game plan when it comes to the end game.
But even looking right here, while Zone is pulling towards them, they're a little bit ahead of the gate. They're making sure that
Clicks
they're aware
killed
of anyone
Poya.
who's below them, allowing them to kind of encroach onto their territory right
Clicks
there.
knocked
Just
Poya.
like David was saying, they love to be in the front side of the zone. But these little adjustments that they're making, kind of just staying back a little bit, picking off these weaker players so that they get those refreshes. They see that they don't have that many mats. So instead, they're going to go for the Elam. They're going to play a little bit back, and they don't want to control the rest of the lobby if that means that there's so many other incredible teams that are going to potentially be able to take them down.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of caught on a rotate, right? Kind of go to one of those sides of the moving zone. So many people are kind of going to catch up to you and get boxed up very, very easy. But like Kelly mentioned, right, Higgs kind of pulling it together, making sure that he picked up a couple of eliminations and placement points to clutch that one up, made that one a good game.
That's so sick. Guys, I just got word we have something really special. So obviously, for the first time, we have
They haven't even showed Peter
created by David, and we actually have David standing by, and we get to talk to him right here, right now about it. David, obviously, first off, what's going on? It's great to see you. How are you doing?
Doing great, man. It's good to be back.
That's right. I was literally gonna say. So we met at Pro-Am. We're basically Fortnite fans. Me and David are basically best friends. We talk every day. We play Fortnite every day. Not trying to brag or anything. David, what is it like, man? So, in case people for some reason don't know, you actually started playing in Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
Then you kind of started getting into the music, and you just boomed. And then now you come to us, and we're like, hey, you know what would be cool is like if we kind of put some of your music in the game. And it was like, okay, cool. Hey, what if we made an anthem though? And we're like, I'm sorry, David, what did you say? Let's do that. I mean, to take your story from playing Fortnite to making music for Fortnite, now the official anthem for the global championship. How does that feel for you?
But it feels amazing. Like, just from where I started OG Fortnite playing, I started playing season 2 of the game just as a kid, and then growing up with the game year after year, and then starting to like make music and then have that full circle moment coming back straight to the game is beautiful, bro. It's beautiful.
Dude, that's so sick. You know what's funny for me personally? So like, because I work at Epic, I didn't even know this was happening, and then one day I get like invited to like a meeting, and they're like, hey, so this is the meeting for our official anthem. I'm like, wait, whoa, I've been asking for like an anthem for so long. And they're like, yeah, it's David, and they play us like the animatic.
Chieflan12. My name is David. You can find me everywhere at
My bad, chat. I was just checking something.
Love you guys. Love Fortnite. We out.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much for your time. And again, thank you for one of the coolest anthems of all time. It is so sick. We've actually talked about this for so long. Like, man, it would be so cool to have like an anthem and like to actually get one, and it to be David is like literally a dream come true for me personally. It's so awesome to see like someone else who loves Fortnite made a song for Fortnite, dude.
What I love is, like, you know, usually, oh, we'll gas people up, whatever. We've literally been singing this song for the last 4 days, and it's like stuck in our head. It's the little ear where we can't get it out, and it's just so good. And when we all got to watch that video for the first time together, we just kind of were astounded, stunned, and silent a little bit. It really does just kind of is the perfect combination of what you think a Fortnite fan is really bringing. Like, what you can tell that he loves the game, and that makes me love the music even more. And what I love personally is all of these players behind me getting back to their stations, because Zeke, I am so excited for 3 more games today.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, if you didn't know, at the halfway point, we kind of give the players a break, right? We let them kind of walk away, take a rest, take a breather. Maybe they can talk about their trio mates, their coaches, whatever they need to do, and then they come back to the stage. We continue playing Fortnite. Now, as we kind of start to continue to get them back, we actually have another special interview. It is Loser who's standing by with Mini Meyer.
Oh, shoot.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I'm up here in the VIP lounge, and oh boy, do we have a VIP. It's Loser Fruit. It's Fortnite icon, Loser Fruit. Firstly, how you feeling? You enjoying the event? What the vibes like?
I love it here in France. The atmosphere is amazing. Everyone is, I love the crowd. France, j'aime France.
Absolutely love it. Now, I mentioned there, you're a Fortnite icon. You are an icon. You're in the Icon Series outfit. I mean, how does that feel? What does that feel for you?
No, it's like the biggest honor to be an icon, but like I'm the only icon here. I don't know where they are.
Then that
like,
helps you.
Where you guys at?
We're calling out you other icons. Well, you should be here. What's going on? Let's talk about the games. Really electric, as you mentioned, the atmosphere here. Unbelievable stuff. What are your thoughts so far? What are you thinking about the game so far?
The games have been entertaining. It's good to see Power doing well in the last game that they just were in. So, yeah, hopefully keeps getting better for them.
I mean, you have a little bit of LAN experience yourself, right? You played at the Pro-Am with Alex. What was that like?
Oh, Alex is a goat. He carried me hard in Pro-Am, like, because I was terrible, but, you know, it's fine. He'll show him it.
I thought you carried him, personally. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, what do you have to say to that team right now? They've had a really good game, right? They had an 11th place right there, a few eliminations. They're starting to grow into it. Is that something we can expect to see from these guys throughout the rest of the day?
I think they'll just keep getting better and better, as long as they're having fun.
Oh my
but
gosh,
they
she just sent me the leaderboard.
So.
Huh?
Yeah,
We'll
she
see
just
more
sent
of
me
them on
the
the screen.
leaderboard.
Put them on the screen,
And sure
broadcast,
enough,
all right? So we need to see more
leaderboard
power, all right?
You guys hear that behind the scenes. I want to see more of them. I want to see these guys popping off, and also I want to see more of the games. I want to big thank you to you, of course, Luis, for joining us here on the interview. Got any final words?
100% he was.
All the people in the arena as well.
He was using macros every.
This performance is amazing. Thanks, Fortnite.
Because he got caught using
Loser,
macros.
Thank you for being here as the only icon represented that's not playing.
Man.
Thank you. Where are your other icons at? Anyway, guys, in case you didn't know, Double XP is happening this weekend in celebration of the Global Championship. Jump in. There's a bunch of stuff happening. BR, Grapple Glove, and the Plum Shotgun coming back. Reload's got 100% rare chest spawns with some other unvault things happening. And then finally, Blitz has melee mythics when you drop off the battle bus. Jump in right now. Double XP, don't miss out. Make sure you take advantage of that. Now, of course, as we continue the conversation, the players continue to kind of roll back in. We're getting closer. I kind of caught a moment there. Queasy talking right there. Swizzy Merch stats are kind of still strategizing. They're taking every single moment possible to make sure they are ready to come back for game number 4 even stronger.
Well, this is where things start to get interesting, in my opinion, because like you already mentioned, right, the break has happened. And the fact that 2 dominant performances have happened, I'm going to be looking towards these next 3 games because now Queasy versus Swizzy, they might be getting even more respect to this. Everybody might be looking at the high situation and be like, yeah, we've got no chance if we actually go for it. Let's just give them full respect, which would kind of open the door even more, even though it already looks open for Queasy versus Swizzy. It might open it up even more, but now the opportunity as well for some of the other teams to maybe kind of counter-strat some of the things that may be going on in the early game. Obviously, there's a couple teams that we think could be doing better right now, and hopefully this little little bit of a break gives them just that opportunity to go ahead and figure something out.
I mean, when there's a team that just dominates high ground so well, a lot of the other teams will kind of build this little bunker over themselves in low and middle and kind of, you know, refute eliminations from them. But Queasy, Mursash, and Swizzy aren't allowing that to happen. They are making sure that they are not controlling high ground passively, which we've seen teams do in the past. They are making sure that they are chopping out all the
Dude, we still got 5 minutes.
Still getting eliminations, and that is what makes them so dangerous. We see teams go for high
Chat,
and get that
give me 2
consistency,
seconds.
but rarely.
Hop on Fort for a sec. I'm accepting anything right now. Yo, what's good, AA? What's goody, bro?
Insane, man.
What's good, AA?
Talk about the fall off.
What is good, AA? I don't know why they Peter changed his drop in the middle of the tournament. And they went to the train. Oh, now they're talking about Peter. We're just kidding. How is Evans? Yes, it's going decent, bro. I'm about to pull it up in 3 minutes. I'm just gonna get my XP up. I need to get my level up. I've almost gained 50 levels like in the last couple days. Oh, now they're showing Poyo for once.
Well, damn. That dude just took me out with no problem.
Oh, 148, no life. Bro, I've gained like 48 levels in like the past
Yeah. He really
3 days,
wanted that
or
Elam.
nah, like 2 days. Yeah, like Friday I gained like 30 levels. Today I gained like 10.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back, everybody.
What happened? Going to take the doggies out?
Yeah, I have to go. Marcus. You, there.
Okay, in 1 minute chat, I'm gonna show it again. Hold on, chat. It's about to start, but let me finish this. I'm just playing COD right now. Nice. I'm about to show it. Give me 5 seconds. About to put it on the screen, guys. There we go.
But for Doxy and Payson, this has been.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens right now.
Here today because these guys have just been
Peter, bro, AA, Peterbot's in like 31st. He has only 12 points. Clicks is in, I think, 6th. And then, what's his name? Veno's actually doing decent. Dang, for real? Yeah. Bro, Peterbot was using macros, and that's why he's been winning FNCS. I'm being so for real. And then he switched his POY to the train instead of a big POY. Hey, nice little kill right there. Peterbot is like stinking right now, dude. Peterbot's been using macros, and we all know it because Fortnite came out with a video like this week saying like people were using macros. Peterbot was definitely one of them, 100%. That's why he's been winning FNCS, bro. And in FNCS, they don't take their PCs, so like no one knows if he's actually using them, because they're not inspecting his PC, because you could do grands at his house. You always do, or not grands, you do FNCS at your house. So no one checks your PC. Just to see. Veno, come on, Veno. Veno's been doing really good. Come on, Veno. Nice. Like, Veno is gonna get this kill right here. Dude, he's a runner. And then he's getting thirded, though. He's just getting thirded, and he's trying to fight one kid. Yeah, see? Veno's doing good.
And that was huge. That was 200 IQ coming out of Veno.
Veno's been good, bro, this whole tournament. He's actually done. Dude, he's carrying his team. He's like always getting. That's Veno right there killing him. Come on, Veno. Bro, Veno is carrying this team, bro. His team's already dead. Oh, wow. Yeah, Veno is carrying.
But your POI has now just went to someone else.
The problem in the red alert there is that everybody knows that it's just Veno by himself. That reboot is going to be tough to make it towards, but Gabzetta, Scarpa away, already tangled up here. Snowy on the loops, trying to get the right around, but completely caught off guard. Gabzetta, nice knock. Transitioning into the elimination here, way Scarpa to Gabzetta. They're now in the driver's seat, and Ryu, Sod, potentially heading for the hills instead. No, they're willing to clash head on. They still don't want to depart.
We're getting 4 times the point in that last game, but for Ryu and Sod, they got to really try to figure out a way to win this fight or get the reboot card and disengage. 80 points, they're on their way up that leaderboard for Way, Scarpa, and Gabzetta. This is almost a must. They've been landing all around the map throughout the earlier games so far. Last one you saw alert up out over to Rager's Ruin, but they just haven't really defined that success. And this is a great opportunity with a mismatch and a numbers advantage to try to pick up these 2 more eliminations. And most important, the loot and the position to build those surge towers.
But Way, Scarpa, Gabzetta, they're still not done with this just yet. Sod and Ryu are causing enough of a delay, and if both of these teams aren't careful, a third party could definitely enter the mix. They've got to find these quicker eliminations here. Sod, though, having a very tough time.
They're not even going for eliminations. They're going for.
Nobody's really had a chance to recuperate anything just yet. But Way, Scarpa, Gabzetta now approaching from a separate angle. Sod completely pinpoint isolated. He can't get the backup he needs. Way just continuing to close in here. Scouting out. Okay, Sod overhead. No, it's just Ryu instead. Sod taken out. Ryu nearly out of this one, but just doing his best, and it's just not good enough.
But nah, I 100% think Peterbot was using macros, and that's kind of why he's been winning FNCS, because it helps him. And I don't think Clicks was using macros. I don't know. He could have been, but I don't know.
City. Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold, they've had enough of playing the
Like,
top spot
Click
less. They knew
streams
coming into this event, it was
FNCS.
a
Peterbot doesn't. The
contested
difference
fight, and
is
now
like,
they're taking
people
the
could
fight
tell
to
if he's
Tay.
using
This one
macros because
Ritual,
he
Ritual
streams
gets the first shot,
FNCS.
first back-to-back.
Versus
Cold
Peter,
put in some
he
work
doesn't
as
stream
well.
it at all.
Or 3v1 situation here on the
That's
Rhino.
why I
It's
feel
not
like,
gonna
yeah,
last too long.
Peterbot
They
definitely
have
could have been
finally
using
woken
macros.
up.
And then
Another
all of a
poke in the
sudden,
beast,
because
because
they
now
took
they got
out
what they
macros
want.
for the tournament, he's not doing good. It's a little weird. And I could be off. Maybe he's just having a bad day. But I still think it's a little weird. People are definitely speculating things. I'm just thinking. I don't have a real answer. I'm just thinking, you know, out loud. I'm just telling what I'm kind of thinking, but I don't know if it's true.
Looking at the mini-map right now, I saw another team potentially rotating in this direction, but it was outside of the mountain range instead of in. So not too risky just yet, as Muzz, you see just a huge chunk of HP missing, along with Sphinx. And to start the game off, I did see Muzz get at least one knock. The drop spot for that team on the other side was just too far, giving them that advantage. And that's just kind of that early surge, and that's early confidence building for a team like that.
The real unsung hero, though, for Queasy this weekend so far, Jacob, has just been the fact that he's uncontested. If this is what an uncon Queasy can look like on a global stage, then I cannot wait to see exactly how the entirety of this weekend plays out, but don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Reasons, Alex, Anon, just taking a more slow and steady approach. Oceania has had its fair share of struggles throughout the course of today's matches, and for good reason. It's just very difficult when you are stuck in between some of these teams that are just these pre-established surge bases. It can be very hard to cut through, work around, and they're dropping so far south of the map, Jacob. They just don't have as much resources.
Yeah, definitely kind of changing things up for this game. They knew coming into this with the drop spot they had.
Ricky looks like Ritual.
Not even materials, it was getting up and over that mountain.
Ritual.
To try to get in a good position for the game. It's called Ritual and Peterbot. You see them sneaking up, using the bush.
Peterbot's team trying to fight.
On the other side.
Yep, right now.
Two of them are weak, and that's going to be easy.
They're keying.
Continue to put this pressure down. Cole's trying to be the first one in. Demus is the one that's getting angled out and pressured by two different players. Ritual's going to be there on the other side, but a surprise attack, a big shot.
Almost down.
Slow things down for only a short moment. Looks cold. He's realizing the bait and switch. My teammate is weak. I have to continue to put pressure out. It doesn't matter who it is. I have to keep these guys on their toes.
Cold and Peterbot are playing like they just see red right now. All they want to do is jump into somebody else's box that's not their own. But Peterbot is going to be forced to take a halt. He knows that he has to try and fight this team underneath them or just leave entirely. Demus, Darm, and Pix, they've done enough. They have pushed back, and Peterbot is pushed out of the location.
Isn't this the last game?
A little bit confident there.
What?
Game 4.
Cold Ritual.
What?
And Pete, as they continue to kind of rotate on out,
Sure.
surprisingly enough, they didn't kind of continue to stay over toward Dystopia, but what they left it, Baka, Pars, and Pump actually moved in. They're at a contested drop for themselves, north side of this actual POI, so they're just trying to get scraps. They're just trying to get any bit of surge, and right now, they spotted Cold and his entire trio rotate back toward Dystopia, and they're just trying to lurk. They're trying to get the heads-up play and an opening damage shot so that maybe they can fit shit up.
Take a little peek, though, at what's bringing down.
Team is now pushing everybody.
The elimination feed might be telling
Yeah, but they haven't got any
story there, though.
Peter's already got one.
Shaping
Cole's
up
got
here
one.
at Dystopia. Pump, Pars, Baka.
Oh shoot, so they got 14?
Onto Peterbot
No, they
now
have a
means
total
that
of
they
23
are
points
all
now.
good to go. We're trying to key in onto Ritual and Cold.
Again,
Pars already overhead.
those first 3
Baka
games
right
for
next
11
to him.
points, I
Pump,
mean, that's
separate
nearly,
angle as
I
well.
think,
There's just so many
I mean,
flank
I don't-
attempts here,
I
but
don't know.
Cold, Peterot knows that he's got to depend on his
Pete's
other
out?
fragger here, and Cold could come up big
Pete's
time.
already out?
Yeah, he is. Pete's bun.
Huge tear for the scene. It was cold. Everyone was worried about. And I remember back at the Invitational,
Dude, he's been using macros. It makes sense. Listen. Clicks always streams FNCS. Peterbot never streams FNCS. Wonder why. You could tell when someone's using macros, kind of. Especially with a lot of people, like...
Yeah, I see his team is still up.
They know with the double pump, 2v1 situation, they can easily try.
And it's only Peterbot doing bad. His other teammates are actually doing decent. Peterbot's always down first. Yeah, Dad, I'm using your own line. Just like you say on clicks. Peterbot's horrible. He's always down first in his team.
He's, I mean, there's nothing to say. He's
setting up
doing
to
terrible.
prevent Cold and Ritual from actually
there's
leaving
nothing to
Dystopia.
say.
And if
He's-
Cold and Ritual
He could
attempt
be
to
using
make a
macros.
reboot inside of
Yo, what are
Dystopia,
those
they are
emotes?
going to be immediately pounced
GGRT,
upon by both
cry,
Mars and Hawk.
happy,
They have so many
angry,
med kits. They can afford to stick
crown,
around in these early
LOL.
zone ticks.
And you can see in the top
Raise
five,
up,
obviously
bro.
Queasy's team pulling far ahead. Only 133 points to get into the
Clicks!
1
There he
point
is.
behind is going to be Yamzo, Clicks, and Higgs. Who honestly
They're in
are playing
six. They're in
decently
six.
well,
Yeah, they're so
but
six.
they just haven't caught that stride, that momentum shift that we know a team
Yeah,
like
Mr.
this
Savage off to the
can
right, but they don't have
have,
anyone in front of
especially
them,
with
so they
Clicks
got
and
pretty
Higgs
clear
from
way right
Exit.
now.
Yeah, they're good,
Kind of
they're
the
good.
Fraggers, the duo from this team.
Hey,
And then you got
emotes
Yamzo,
from
the
subscriptions.
IGL,
Oh, nice,
the
nice, nice.
mastermind of this squad. And I think as
Nice.
soon as they start to feel that confidence, it's going to be a huge
Wait,
win.
Ricky, you subbed to Higgs, but you couldn't sub to me? Wow. I think that's Ricky.
On the leaderboard, they've been holding their own as Panzer, big shot onto Mansoor. That's going to be a huge.
It is Ricky.
Yapko seemingly energized by that.
Oh, you got
Just
gifted
following
a
it
sub
up.
to him?
Panzer with
Oh.
a third elimination now onto Belor. They are getting active so early on.
Yeah, 6 eliminations. They play against Tinka as his trio off
Man, this
spawn.
crowd in
And it does
France
look like
is
somebody tried to
freaking
rotate in
insane.
and
Oh, yeah, they're
potentially
goated.
steal some loot, but
Like,
made
they
them
are
pay rather
loving
quickly.
this, man.
Instead, he's
I hope that
teammate
doesn't change them to
Tammy,
do it more in France.
Hardy and I drop over from that Shining Span
We
bridge.
are.
They're
So
trying to
you should go to
focus
France.
on getting as much
No.
storm surge as possible, which is why you see them so deep. so far into
77
the zone.
followers.
But with every team
77,
rotating on out,
let's
they're going to use
go.
that as their cue to make their
Oh, hold on
rotation
that,
as
dude.
well, and just kind of minimizes a little bit of the risk of the teams.
And
they'll
then,
actually
Dad,
run
you know what we
into
gotta
and the
do?
danger they'll face.
What?
We gotta set it up.
Checking back in now,
Set what
though,
up?
with Chap, Mr.
Oh, I
Savage,
know. Yeah,
and
once we get the
Reason.
notification.
Yeah.
These
Oh wait,
guys
we're gonna get a
have
noti.
Yeah.
really just been sticking
Dumb.
to their own game plan. And
Mr. Savage hasn't done too bad.
entails spending some additional time inside of those early storm takes. They know
So how
that they don't
Tomorrow
have
we gotta
anybody
go over
contesting
how I
them.
could pull on the
And kind of
FNCS
surprised,
brand.
Jacob, that
Yep.
no one has decided
gotta
to
have a
try and
team.
actually challenge
Okay.
Mr. Savage's team
I have
in that
two-
northwest position,
I've-
but
I have
they've
one of
done
their
an
things.
excellent
All right,
job
Chris.
at just
I have
creating so
two
much space
teammates
and
lined
playing
up after
their
this.
search trades where
Okay.
necessary.
Yeah, you see, it's a whole different ball game when you are
have your team, you
uncontested.
guys just have to do the
Vanya,
tournament.
Pixie,
What
Marius,
tournament?
they're trying to continue to find their
Instead of
stride, just like
things
some of
that
these
say
other
FNCS
teams in this
calls
lobby.
and all that
110 points, definitely above most of the lobby, but not where they had hoped to be at this point in time. Pings, Malamuka, and Washpop, the same thing could be said for them, rotating from that uncontested outpost over
Dude,
towards
Ricky,
Foxy
you're just
Floodgates.
spamming
But
tons
even though they're
of
not in zone just yet, Tyler, you're
emoticons.
seeing they're running into so many other trios. Baka's team, Pix, Darman, Demus as well. And even if they find a way to get to the other side, there's a fourth team on
I
the
feel
mountain
like
looking in this
Clicks
direction.
could
But
get.
the real problem that I'm recognizing right now, Jacob, is that you've got several of some
He could
real
get,
heavy
like-
hitter trios
Playing a video
surrounding
game.
Foxy Floodgate, and I'm thinking about Cold, Ritual,
Yep,
Peterbot,
playing a
way
video
back.
game.
Seventh
over
is a
towards
little
Dystopia. They're gonna have to eventually
450,000.
break through these teams who are already fixated in much better positions.
It's more than just a video game, though.
It's gonna be tough on that side of the map, but taking a little bit look closer towards the center. There's a little bit more flexibility around, just a whole different game here. There are a couple teams into the mix, but you're seeing no one in relatively close danger. King Phaser, P8 Sin,
I
they
think
have
Peter
their
Bot's
search base. You
is
see
out,
not
maybe.
too far off. Agers, Acorn, and Poyo, they're going to be able to get
Might
a
be.
little bit of that hive spot because you see Mustache, Queasy, and Swizzy rotating yet again to one of these bunkers. And the interesting thing about this team is because they do get the hive, because they are uncontested, and you look at the Demon's Debris and in Dystopia where it doesn't necessarily spawn there, Rangers Ruin too far away. I mean, it's so early on in the game, but they're rotating all the way to the eastern side of the map to get these bunkers that they know no one else can get. And this is the five-head type play that's coming out of Queasy, and it almost makes you wonder if he wins here to this weekend, is he #1 in the all-time list?
Undisputed GOAT of IGLing without a singular doubt in my mind, Jacob. He's already considered one of the best, if not the best, IGL in the world based off his past couple of years with Global's performances.
What?
And it's
Best
just
IGL.
impeccable to think of what they've been able to accomplish here today, because sure, you can be first on the leaderboard, but to go back-to-back with victory royales, that's a different beast entirely. And it's going to be very difficult for anybody else to play catch-up. You have to remember, there were teams in this same position. Queasy was in this position. He was the one down below, but can't finish that thought just yet. Striker, Tisco holding their own here. Art School, Salco, they need a little bit of a recovery point. A little bit pinched here at Sakura Stadium, just so far west of the map. They know it's only a matter of time before a third party makes the intervention here, but Art, School, Salco, they've got one knock. Striker, just seeing if he can try hold the wall, but he's not gonna be able to break away. Art just relentlessly chasing him down, and sure enough, it's gonna be 4 eliminations now in total for School, Salco, and Art.
Hey, they're sticking to the game plan, but the game plan has now have a wrench into the mix. Veno, Vico, Flixie, they're making their way on over. This could be 2 of the most aggressive teams in their respective region going head-to-head, but Vino, he makes the call, maybe a little bit too close for comfort. They try to disengage just a little bit, but you see they didn't take the full distance onto that crash pad. They have some materials they want to get back, but they want to control the pace of them and that team of Art, School, and Salco.
I mean, the ball's in their court. Vico, Veno, Flixie, they're just going to continue to play for positioning. They know that Art's trio is still locked in at Sakura Stadium, so they can afford to just kind of take those peek backs, see if they can keep applying tag pressure, but they are still trying to be wary of that team up on height on the mountainside peak. Payson, definitely a massive threat if they are not careful, but Moyo,
She said massive.
finally witnessing them be above that third threshold, and not just that, but 1,400 plus above, Jacob. It's got to be such a huge relief.
Yeah, to start the day, this is honestly the position I thought I would see this team in game after game after game, especially in game 3, where the zone favored over towards their drop spot. They were just unable to convert and really make it work, and you see the leaderboard with 51 points. They find themselves in 23rd place. I think you could have quizzed anybody in the Fortnite community, and they thought that would have been impossible, but Peterbot and Ritual probably in a safe spot, only 77 damage above the threshold, and it looks like they're going to try to take the fight to Baka, Pars, and Puff. Remember, this is the team that initially got that knock onto Peterbot, probably causing this downward spiral of the Storm Surge being a worry, but they're taking it personal, box to box.
Yeah, pretty much. This is the style
of fight that we know Peterbot told the Ritual look for, but he takes another massive shot. I don't know
Peterbot.
Baka ate today,
Peterbot.
The problem is nobody is backing down from Ritual Gold or Peterbot. Baka, Pars, and Pump have them fully squeezed inside of this tiny little crevice, and if that wasn't bad enough, they're also having to deal with a third party up on the high ground. Cold, Ritual, Peterbot, they're doing everything they can to try and buy themselves a little bit more time, but they know the clock is working against them. They're only
I just had to have it in my ear
short
because I
of
couldn't
200 above that damage
make out what they
threshold,
were
Jacob,
doing.
but they need more, and they need
From the
builds.
TV,
They don't have
I
any
can't hit
materials.
the
It's
TV too
almost
loud, it'll
full.
echo in the
Peterbot
stream.
is just left in tatters because of that start.
Yeah, it's just a tough situation to be in, because it's almost playing that mind game, the tricks of, hey, maybe I do have to fight. I need a refresh. I will not be able to get materials elsewhere. And with a team that's honestly been a terror to the entire NA Central region, this is kind of a surprise. And you've been saying it, nobody's backing down. Honestly, Papa Pollo said it as well. Peterbot plays mind games with all of you guys. He gets into your head, and that's why he's so successful. But guess what? No more mind games. I think everybody is ready to fight back.
Well, it doesn't need to be mind games, because with Queasy, Swizzy, and Mustache making the approach, Peterbot Gold Ritual, it's now or never. They've got to either dive in, or they're going to find themselves getting absolutely pincered by several different teams. Baka, Pars, and Pump also know that same pressure could technically be applied to them if they're not careful. Seems like they might just want to break away here, create a little bit more space. They don't actually know what kind of position Peterbot and his team are in, but Baka cracking Peterbot's shields now means he could potentially try and press forward. But with
Who's winning now? I don't know.
Applying reverse pressure, he's making it very difficult.
Dad, who's winning now?
So Baka, Pars, Pump, Pars,
Sweezy.
it's just Baka and Pump now left to try and recover the situation. What was so promising at the start? Cold is trying to shut down, but Cold needs too much damage. He has to pull back. He's got to wait for Ritual and Peterbot to provide, alleviate that pressure. But Peterbot, Ritual now looking to try to step forward. They need more surge.
Oh no, from bad to worse. Baka and them on the other side. They now only get the reboot, but that first knock on the pole yet again. Earlier in this game, they took down Peter.
Thank you very much for the daily heart.
Oh my gosh.
Baka, Pars, and Pump have just won the hearts of the crowd.
Yeah.
Where's he on the click?
And not only that, Jacob, but they just continue to make it feel impossible for Gold, Peterbot, and Ritual visual to perform here, but Clicks, Yonzo, Higgs on the other end of that note, they're still trying to see if they can leapfrog their way into that top 5 position from the leaderboard. How many times have we seen strong performances convert to a big jump in placement? But Swizzy, Mustache, Queasy, as long as they stay tried and true to their strategy, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and they got such a good spot. Not only because the high ground, but Taco, take a look. Where is the zone going? Over Foxy Floodgate. That means there's going to be so many different elevations that if it pulls all the way towards the east or even towards the north and then back down to the south, it is going to be a roller coaster of emotions. And Veno, Flixie, and Vico throughout the day has been going through just that. 269 below the damage threshold. Even with Vito hitting a nice shot, it's not going to really change.
Heating up a Vico. He's not going to allow it. You take down one of my teammates. I'm going to take you with them. Braids having to play for the revive visuals. Just not going to be able to do it, though. And Flixie, Vico. This is a dynamic duo, though, Jacob. They could really make it work.
Yeah, they've kind of put an all-or-nothing situation going after the high ground. Even though they picked up eliminations, got some points, they have a max pull on the other side. And this is what I warned you about, the different type of elevations that are going to start to come into play as Vico does it again. Taking down a Minish, making sure to clean that one up. 4 more points out of the total as they get their 5th elimination of the game.
All the way hanging back now. So much pressure being applied to this top section of Foxy Floodgate. But they are right back at home. Queasy, Mustache, and Swizzy looking to control the dam, and that's the most important part of Foxy Floodgate. If you have the dam control, you have all of height.
Yep, top 17 though. This is where placement points are going to start to set in and cascade further with each and every team that does get wiped off the lobby. Mustache, Queasy, Swizzy, they are not backing down. They are not shaking. They're just terrorizing everybody around the lobby. Par's really feeling the pain there, and that's because they have that bird's eye view. Nobody is contesting Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache on the high ground, and look exactly what's happening because of it.
There needs to be studies done
Oh,
on
Clicks.
Queasy's brain because this position is absolutely unreal. Mr. Savage, Jap, trying to do what they can to push back against Swizzy's pressure, but it's just so difficult to try and take those bloom battles from overhead, Jacob. This is so much leverage over the rest of the lobby, and Swizzy now trying to make sure that he doesn't find himself eating more damage than what he bargained for, but still he has Mustache to the pen.
Clicks, Higgs, Yonzo. All the way at the bottom.
Gonna be tough because now we're going right back on over the open, and most of this next zone
that is their
just
strategy
all
during this
low
whole
ground
thing
except for the
is to
far
get on
western
top of
side of it
everybody.
all, where there's gonna be a mountain that you could try to
And they have
attach to.
played it
So
so
you gotta make sure
perfectly.
you
Wow.
plan ahead, peek through the cone, get the information. Yamto,
They're
Clicks,
doing
and
the
Higgs are
exact
doing
same
just
thing
that. They're not
every
the
game.
highest up, they're not the lowest either, but they're assessing the situation. Do we need to drop down
145
further, or
points,
let a
dub.
team like Pigstorm and Divas get in front of you and try to land the damage? But not everybody is feeling as safe. Not everybody is feeling as comfortable. 66 damage above the threshold. Yapko, Panzer, and Seti, even though they're inside of that top 10, they still need to make that consistency count.
But do they have any blueberry phase or crash pad? Because it's going to be difficult for them to work their way up and down this elevation. The way that the zones are moving here, Mr. Savage, Reason, and Chap now trying to see if they can work their way up from the underbelly of the lobby. They've got a semi-isolated layer, but they're going to be forced to drop. They don't have the materials to keep tarping through that mid-ground section. And underneath, all the congestion is very likely to start pouring into. That's just open season now for Queasy, Swizzy, and Mustache.
Savage team 2 points away from hitting that top 5. And the thing is, they were 1 point away, almost missing the Major 3 Grand Finals. They were 2 points in that last spot to secure the global spot. A miracle run is coming out as Queasy, once again, almost 2,000 damage, back-to-back games above the threshold. Yapko, Panzer, Seti, they're feeling the pressure from up above. You see a huge lack of not only materials, but resources as well as he gets cut short. The wall breaks him off. He's going to go down, but for Yapko and Seti, this is everything.
They're still trying to see what kind of placement points they might be able to collect. Every little bit counts for that team, but Vanya, secondary height, Cammy, Hottie, and iDrop, they've also been rather quiet throughout today, Jacob, and that could change
that's the team
in
that
an
we're talking
instant.
about,
Mr.
Kitty.
Savage, Reason,
They've done
and
this
Chap
the last
now
3
trying to make sure
matches,
that
and
their
they've
back
won the
top is
last
fully
2.
closed off, but
Hey, what's going on,
Savage not
Countdown?
having the
How are you?
opportunity yet to keep building through.
We're just here
Chap
watching the
picking
FNCS
up where his
Globals, Little
idea
Man's
left off.
birthday.
That is always
So we got our goal of over 75 followers on the Green app for him today. So if you still can, follow him on the Green app. He is now going to be streaming on there quite often.
Almost at 80.
He's almost at 80 followers on the Green app already. And that will only help him grow as he starts to stream on his own, doing his own thing. Now that he's able to do competitions for Fortnite. Put some Hager out.
Is Yanzo still there?
But they've at least got frontside low control, and that's going to have to be enough. They're going to need as many eliminations as possible because they need more materials. And we haven't even started the conversation of how to deal with Queasy,
Yanzo?
and Mustache
Savage.
up above everybody else in this lobby looking substantially healthier too.
I feel like I've seen this episode of Fortnite before. Game 2.
Look at these guys up top just pegging everybody. This is a third game in a row, and no one is doing anything about it.
Points and counting. Only 2 teams in front of him. Both of them weak. Vanya's trying to do what he can, but he only has one teammate, Marius as well. But the full trio up above. They get the wipe on the one. They're looking to close this one out as well. Marius in his line of sight, but Swizzy, he takes a big shot. That's a surprise attack. But luckily for him, his 2 teammates have his back. Mustache gets the drop on the Marius. Stays alive. They're targeting out Vanya. 3v1 situation. And they go.
Wow.
They won 3 in a row. At what point, dude, at what point is someone going to finally not allow them to sit up there and just play everybody from the top?
Setting a new precedent here in the 2025 Globals performance, Jacob. This is insanity what we are witnessing right now, and they deserve all of the credit. But Frankie, let me know what else they have to say.
That's insane.
I knew we were gonna win.
You knew it. You are playing like you knew it too. Queasy, you've been to so many of these events, but I don't think this has ever happened to you. Back to back to back. Surely you can't believe what's happening right now.
There we go.
I mean, I can. We practice a lot. So just lucky is paying off right now. We need to just keep playing and hopefully we'll win.
It's been really interesting to also see what's happening with the North American teams. On the analyst desk, they were talking about the fact that in North America, the top teams are conditioning the lobby all the way through the season, but that's not happening on Globals. Is it simply a case of not fearing the competition, not believing their hype?
I mean, we're just...
Okay, chat. Okay, hold on.
Hey,
I have to check something,
what's
chat.
going on, girl? Little man hit his 75 on the Green app, Violet. He's now at 78. So, thank you for the daily heart me.
Oh, I'm
So he
looking
got
at
his birthday
FNCS.
wish, and he got his 75 followers over there on the Green. Yes. It's what he wanted. 3 wins in a row is insane. Against the best in the world. I mean, it's just, that's overly impressive.
Dang,
That's
top
not
30.
what's going on, world. We are just watching. Yes. It is my son's birthday, who is sitting behind me right now. He is going to be doing tournaments now for Fortnite. And so we're just celebrating his birthday. If you could follow him on the Green app, he has now hit the goal that he needed to on there. It is Chieflan12 right in the middle of my screen there. If you could follow him on the purple, the green, and the YT, that would be wonderful, because you guys are going to start seeing his journey into the competitive world of Fortnite. So You're gonna want to be there as he goes through the ups and downs of this.
Bro,
whole thing.
FNCS's top 33 teams qualify.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 33 teams.
Well,
because it's trios right now. Obviously, if it's duos, then it's going to be the top 50. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was not needed. Violet singing happy birthday to you in stream.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday.
Where did he go? Violet saying happy birthday to you, and Michaela was jumping in. Making it a chorus for you. Yes, well, he got his big birthday wish, and Flying Cactus definitely gifted him a ton today. Roman, thank you very much for the daily. It's my son's birthday. If you want to wish him a happy birthday, follow him on the green, the purple, or the YT. Name's Chieflan12 right in the middle of my screen there. He is going to start going down the world of competitive Fortnite. You guys can watch his journey over the next several months. So, big dubs to Flying Cactus for all of the gifts on our stream for Little Man today. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate everyone who not only followed Chieflan on the green app to help him hit his goal, but also shared it out to other folks. Got him to. We thought we were going to need it until tomorrow.
Come on.
And he ended up getting his goal today. So
what? I'm so confused on what you're saying, Ricky.
So I just want to thank everyone. So it's the same here. Unfortunately, he's not allowed to stream on here because he's not 18. So he's allowed to stream on the purple, the green, and the YT. So if you follow those platforms, you can actually watch him.
I should have had like.
He can't stream on here because he's not 18. So that's why we were saying about the other platforms.
Never in your facing.
Oh wow!
Ricky, you're making no sense right now.
4. No! Thought I was gonna get him. Thought I had him. Yeah, I mean, these guys just taking height.
I'm on 50 ping yellow X.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. I'm telling you, it's the servers going on. So right now, Peterbot is selling completely. Oh wait, no, we are having trouble with the internet right now, buddy.
Our internet?
Yeah, we're gonna have to restart the modems when we're done.
Why?
The download speeds are pretty bad right now. The upload is really good, but the download is really bad. Peterbot is completely selling. He's in the bottom 2, I think. Clicks has moved to... Clicks is now down to 8th.
Dang.
He fell to 8th.
It's alright. I mean, he's doing better than Pete.
Sweezy is utterly destroying everybody. They won the last 3 games in a row. And they're literally just taking height on the entire lobby and just shooting down on everybody. Oh yeah, my download. Holy crap, what is going on with my internet? That's what everyone keeps saying. That's what everyone has been saying.
Dude.
Without his macros, we really can't do much.
Sit down, boy.
I mean, I got to imagine that they have inspected his equipment
No.
before the other ones, too.
Nope.
What do you mean, no?
Yeah, for... Nah.
He won the last
No.
rounds where they were all
Yeah,
together.
no, they didn't check it. Bro, come on. What is it? Not even real.
How do you know they didn't check it?
Huh?
How would you know they didn't check it?
How do you know they did? Exactly.
I would assume that it's
Yeah,
standard
but
practice.
yeah, but that's assuming, not facts.
Okay. He is definitely doing bad in this one, but he still has done very well in the others.
He's still kind of bad.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, whatever. This kid's not even
You
good.
got
And you still missed.
Wow.
Yeah, you're fun.
Polo's in 11th with Acorn.
Veno in 13th.
Yeah. Dude, the American teams unfortunately are not doing great. Peter is in 30th out of 33
Dude,
with a
that's
total of
why.
23 points. Good lord.
Why is it not on performance?
Oh, is that why?
What?
Your computer's not on
Yeah,
performance?
it's bugging.
I wonder if mine isn't either.
Mine's not on performance.
There must have been an update, maybe. I don't know. It definitely 2 games left to go today.
It's time anyways, chat. So.
Only 2 games left on the day. You heard Zeke say it himself.
Right now it's the Brazilian team that
time
is
flies when you're
lighting
having
everybody
fun.
up.
One of the best events I've ever been a part of in person.
They've won the last 3
honestly,
matches
it
in a
hasn't
row.
disappointed
So they've only
far.
played 4
Queasy
games,
just lighting
and
things up
they've won
back
3
to
of them.
back to back wins, and honestly, these contested fights have been telling a lot of how the game goes.
And we're finally going to get a taste, too, of some of
so much.
different scenes here at Kappa Kappa
Hold on, chat.
Factory. Seti, Panzer, Yapko, they've been putting on quite the performance today, Jacob, but it starts with this off-spawn battle. If Panzer, Seti, and Yapko can convert another successful off-spawn here, Kazi and Aspect, Tinka, they could be in a world of trouble.
Sorry about that,
but it's
chat.
Martius, it's Peterbot, both of them are not, but Pixie, he's got the better end of this
Oh,
deal.
shoot.
Vanya's still
Ooh,
lurking
what just
overhead.
happened?
Cole
Peterbot's
trying
dead.
to see if he can recover anything
Peterbot
from this
just died.
situation, but it's not gonna come to fruition just yet. In fact, Pixie, he's gonna even be able to play for the revive. Vanya Boo Boo not willing to chase down Cole just yet.
Peterbot already went
Maybe
down?
after
Yeah.
using some of these small shield motions, they'll feel a little bit more comfortable with that battle.
Insane scenes hit us yet again in Game 5. And it's just leaving Cold in such a tough spot. But I see it in the feed. Was that Paper? Was that Victor V? Was that Epic Will? All going down at
Peterbot
Dystopia.
already down.
Meanwhile, Vanya, Marius, and Pixie, they have literally no time. They can do whatever they want.
Chat, I'm gonna go get a snack. I'll be right back.
On one side of the mountain, Peter's on the other side of the mountain, and they haven't even looted up their POI, which means they're going to spend so much time at the OXR HQ, which means it's going to take a risk in order to get Peterbot and Ritual back in the game.
Something that also occurred quite quickly here. SETI, 3 eliminations, by the way. We didn't get to see exactly where it happened, but we know that they've been having a lot of success here at the Kappa Kappa factory, and there's more trouble still stewing. A look back into Rangers Ruin. We know so much about this Osmond battle, and Chino opening up big time, but Chicho thought he was going to be able to 180 that occurrence. Still, Tayson from behind manages to knock Chino, but this is just messy right now. Still, the big day holding it down. Pablo, though, still trying to see if he can punch his ticket in this lobby, and he holds it for his team.
A big win in that 1v1 against Tayson, but the team that has been putting on a show since game 2, in game 3, and in that last one as well, back-to-back wins, and you can see their first team to win 3 consecutive games at an FNCS LAN. And that's putting them so far ahead of everybody else. So even if they find themselves in a position where they're not winning the game, still top 8, top 5, that's still going to keep their lead intact.
But the conversation that I have to open up here, Jacob, is when we think about last year's Global Championship even, Queasy and Thomas HD were in this exact position as everybody else in the lobby. They were staring at that leaderboard. They were staring at Peterbot running away with it.
Leaderboard's at its
very bottom.
To play. And Queasy manifested a huge performance to play so much catch-up. So while it might look very, very, I don't say impossible, but unlikely, I still think that there's opportunity for somebody else to try and play catch-up. But day 1 definitely seems like the momentum is riding high for Queasy's team.
Everybody else below Queasy on that leaderboard just has to keep it respectably close and regroup for
no,
tomorrow.
they
Gino,
didn't
Pablo,
just say in
Doxy, even though they win that fight, one team has already moved over, and you can see the minimap, another team, King Phaser and B8 they're trying to make their presence known. Madim, Buriru, and Wixie are there as well.
The best
These
he can
are
do is
3
high
teams
it.
from 3 different regions trying to lurk and make Rangers ruin their home. He's going to get the 3-2-1, and he instantly goes down. Brazil strikes quick.
Zero chance to even try and close that wall off, and that is painful way to go out, but King Phaser fully on the come up here. Gino, Prodoxy, Pablo, they can hear those shots nearby. They know that there is another party rolling into the vicinity. Still, they're locked down. Mirim, Buiriru, 2s in a sea of 3s, and this is not the spot to be, but they don't really have a chance to get out just yet. They need Gino, Prodoxy, and Pablo to fight against Phaser, King, and PHN to see if they can maybe slip away.
So the Queen just going ahead and blasting onto some of these boxes.
Can you imagine
Need to
that
give away
day
the
when
position
we
just
hear
a little bit.
Chieflan12
King,
being talked
Phaser,
about
they know
even
they're there on the other
things?
side, but they don't know exactly where they're located at. Which means PHN is just trying to get some high ground, some elevation, that eagle eye view so we can look over the land and figure out where everybody's at.
Honestly,
taking their time, and these are the type of fights right here with people lurking around, crouching to hide those audio visuals. If you make the wrong play, it's a huge risk for that little reward.
But the material just favors so heavily into Brazil's hands. Gino, Pablo, and Prodoxy, because of that early off-spawn battle with Phaser, they haven't actually had a chance to really farm anything up in comparison to King Phaser and PHN, who are just now stealing away this Queen currently at Rangers Ruin. Prodoxy realizing we can't just let this go for free. They try to see if they can intervene, but it's just not an option that's afforded to them just yet because Marie Buyuridu still lurking nearby. It's not a favorable option, and they know it's likely best to potentially disengage.
Yeah, and you can see it because they have control of the high ground and the whole outside. They're starting to target down that Queen. As you see in the feed, the cleanup is complete. Hold goes down.
Hold just went down. 0 points for Peterbot's team.
0-point game.
0
was
points
looking
for
like the
Peterbot's
most
team
dominant team coming into this event. A huge wake-up call as they're in 30th place, but for Vanya, Pixie, and Marius, that's just one step closer to that first place spot.
And for Vanya, Pixie, and Marius, they don't want to lose sight of the primary objective, and that is just to keep securing the strong end game placements. Every little bit counts if you're looking to try and play catch up to
You should just jump on flicks.
And Jeff, Reason, Mr. Savage, another another team where there's
No,
been
what they should
so
do is
much
try to jump on
praise
the first
on
place team.
Chet's
That's the only
shoulders,
shot they've
and
got.
for good reason.
If that team
you could even
decides, if
argue
that team
that
ends
if
up
it
with
weren't
0
for Chet,
points,
Mr. Savage and Reason might not even be at the Global Championship right now. But the Major 3 performance, that's something that we're still waiting for Chet to just have that highlight game.
That's a really good point because Mr. Savage was done. Mr. Savage said, I retired. It was great playing Fortnite, but I think it's time for the next step in his journey. Well, the next step was coming out of retirement, qualifying by such mere points. It was destined to happen to see him here and playing as extraordinarily well as they have been so far. Malibuka walks and pings. You can see them set up just outside the outpost enclave, just trying to trade off shots into the distance. And again, Pollo, Agers, and Acorn. And honestly, I think this was the difference maker. We saw both of these teams perform slightly better, one more than others, but I think it's because of exactly this. They're now trading off shots for Storm Surge versus the rest of the lobby, and it's given a little bit more flexibility in different cases.
No.
Zero Build gets more and more popular.
This is the wrong neighborhood, and Venom,
I don't see it for another 10 years.
3 eliminations in total, Jacob.
At least
This
5.
is much more room to work with.
I don't know.
And especially considering that Coyota.
You know how fast those games would be?
Pico, Plixie, cover the situation, and now
Yeah.
look what Venom's able
I
to
mean,
accomplish.
he is correct on that. Those games would go a lot faster because
And,
there would be no
like,
builds.
everybody would have the same amount of movement, attack each other, have nowhere to, like, hide or anything.
Zero Build would definitely be a lot faster.
And placement would have to be in, like, the top 90 players.
Yeah, they'd have to actually have more than 12 games is what they'd have to have.
Major King, PHN, rotating around. I thought I saw,
the amount
yes,
of
I was going to say, I
mechanics that
thought
go
I
into the
saw
builds and everything
somebody
like
moving
that,
on over
it would
towards
just-
that
it would take
bunker.
a while.
It is going to be our team
He is
from
correct on
Brazil,
that
King
part.
Phaser and PHN. That means that play they made to rotate on over to Rangers Ruin, not only third.
The reason why I don't see them doing that is because it costs them even more money. That's like $1 million on 2
There's
FNCS.
always that one surprise pop
And
out
there's an
wild card
FNCS
from the
every
international
season.
scene, and I think
And
at
there's
least
about,
for
like,
day
what?
one,
You say, like,
King
4
Phaser
every
and
season?
PHN
Yeah, there's
have
like
definitely
$8
taken
million
that
just on
position in
FNCS.
representing
That's not even
what
other
these
tournaments,
teams from the
including
global
bugs.
presidents are able to provide. And this is
Including
looking
them
like a
trying to
very
fix every-
sound
I mean, $8
setup.
million's
They've
not a
done
lot for
great
them, but
job,
it's
and
still
it's
quite a bit of money.
infiltrating that Rangers Ruin third-party action. And it's caused such a dominoes effect across the map. It changes so much of how the game is
Then,
played when
how many
Roxy,
in,
Pablo,
like,
and Chino
qualifying
aren't
to
able
get
to
to that
just
FNCS
conveniently
part
take
would
their
be kinda,
third-party
like,
options and all those surprise pop-up
hard because,
performances,
like,
finding
everybody
his
would have the
elimination,
same amount of
intercepting
movement and
teams on
spam
their
each
loop
other.
path rotates.
I like
That's
this
what
play
the
me out.
Zero Build tournament would
Curly,
be.
Reed, and Cooper. They haven't had the best luck finding teams to
Would
trade
be
shots.
Dude, I'm
off
hearing
with
the
distance.
I'm hearing
Now
the
they have
shots
to do
in the
something
tournament
different,
right
go
now,
box
and
to
I'm
box,
thinking
play
that
a
someone's
little bit more
shooting at
aggressive.
me.
Curly's doing just that. Forced it sought out, but they trade shots. Luckily for him, his teammates are
That's
there to
hilarious.
save the day. Curly gets the elimination. Siphon is what he needed most in that moment, and now
Yep.
they get the loop. You see the extra splashes and the full loadout that they're kind of able to change things in and out, and it's a confidence boost for a team that honestly, listening to them talk yesterday, they didn't think they had their game plan anymore from what they practiced coming into the Global Championship. They had to pull something out from underneath their sleeve, and well, that's one way to do it.
Not the only magician working in this lobby. Veno just a little bit of a heist here onto Hero. Tries to take that launch pad instead of punish for it, and Vico following up. This is exactly why you don't want to give Veno any space, because the way that they're trying to control that mountain rage now, it's forcing teams to funnel through in a way that makes it so easy for them to find those knocks and eliminations, or just surge in general.
Yeah, or at least at the bare minimum, get them to waste a lot of materials rotating on over into a spot where you might not be able to get much. Pickstorm, Demus, you see kind of a smooth rotation. Not too many players near them yet in the distance either, so they can focus on one thing and one thing only, getting to where they need to be. As we take a look at Rapid, Kanata, and Bolts, they started the day off with a big win. I think it was around like 101, maybe 104 points. Since then, it's been
He's so funny
anything
when he
but perfect. But this is the real test, especially for somebody like Kanata, where I was talking about how different he looked coming into this event. Now we get to see what are you truly made of.
But they're still within striking range, a top 3 within day 3. They haven't had, you know, the craziest day ever after, especially after we witnessing game 1. We're definitely maybe looking for Kanata, Rapid Bolts to keep seeing how consistent they could be, but until they find a way to replicate that game 1 performance, things are going to continue try and find any little bit of
100
placement points to put them
game
inside
that
of a
they
better
have
position
earned.
for day one closure.
I mean,
Again, I
it's
talked about
just
Acorn, Boyo
insane.
Ages, going back to what has worked best
There
coming
goes Clicks,
into the
Higgs,
global
and Yonzo.
championship.
Wait,
That's kind of setting up one of those bases.
They're
You have
running
an abundance of
across
heals that the
screen,
demons
doesn't
are
look
bringing. Gotta figure out a way to utilize them. It's like Clicks, Higgs, and Yamzo rotating south from Supernova Academy.
W.
Clicks has got all the heals.
Looking off into the distance, whether it was
Yeah, 'cause you can't trust
moments there,
Higgs.
He's got splashes, he's got fizz, he's got big
try
pots.
to use early game. Kind of give flexibility for rotations.
He has
just
no
like
movement.
I think it was very smart though the way they were utilizing
Except
that
for Fizz, I
natural map
guess.
terrain,
He's
hugging
got 2
towards
guns
that
and
lower
3 heals.
territory so they don't get spotted out from those teams that are in those high ground positions. They're just fully covered by those quick
Everything
faces.
that
But
Za has told me
looking
not to do.
into what our leading
Yeah,
contenders
because
are getting up to,
you're playing like solo, they're playing tournament. You need 2 different loadouts for
this
2
morning,
because it's 2
Jacob
different
happened
things.
to encounter Queasy, and he made it known. We're not going to carry shotguns. We are running ARs. We are running the record revolvers. And you know what?
Oh my gosh, my game looks so much better.
Which is basically just a pistol shotgun in the first place.
How do you win back-to-back games with 0 shotgun damage? I am blown away.
Yeah, you can. That's the newest one.
Of how good they are actually
I
playing
mean,
and the
not really.
consistency that's out of this world. They jump on over Kadu, Striker, and Tisco. They were so close. They had the high ground in some of our previous games, but now they need to fight out of this mess. Pablo and Chino, they're the ones on the other side. They're the ones that are putting down that pressure and not really backing down. So you see the triple weapon loadout for multiple of these players as well. They're ready to fight, and they're ready to fight big.
But Chino and Pablo,
I fixed my game. But yeah. Well, mine was my graphics. They looked different. Mine wasn't the lag. It was the graphics didn't look the same.
Striker doing what he can to try and hold things down, but the walls are just so difficult to break through. He's hoping to find some form of an edit, some kind of right side peek. Striker though, no shield. Pablo, Chino, Verdoxy, they are fully in control of this. That is until Pablo realizes it's Curly, it's Cooper, it's Reed right behind them. He doesn't have any options. They've just got to reconvene with each other.
For Reed, Cooper, and Curly, there's no time like the present, and they're really trying to make these little seconds count. Able to clean up that one elimination, the extra loot, but most importantly, the storm surge that they're able to get. And since they're the team on the outside of this overall battle, they have the option if they want to disengage or keep putting pressure in this scenario. For Doxy and Chino, they have no other choice with or without that reboot card to try to get out and save what they have of this game. We kept talking about between them and Taste and off spawn, battling it out. You have to make sure if you win these games off spawn, you go as far into the end game with as many eliminations as possible.
I hate doing it on stream because it takes like 1 minute to 2 minutes. Clicks is in a fight.
Eyelash stuck in your eye. Just so annoying, but what can you do? Just the nature of the game here. All the while,
Clicks is,
They've caught up now to Snowy, Sod, and Ryu, and they've got them on the ropes right now, but Ryu still looking to fight back. All of these international teams, they have not backed down even once throughout today's matches, Jacob, and they are coming.
Ionzo needs to use those things and tell them to dip.
He's got to control the present right now, though, and with Clicks and Higgs right next to him, they need to find these eliminations. All of the surge would just be so impactful.
Yeah, you can see both of these teams in a relatively tough spot, forced to crouch down if they're on the low ground. But Sod, Ryu, Snowy, they're trying to go for a lurch surprise attack. They're getting into the box from 2 different directions, but the third party is in, and they run out of material. Sod is in a tough spot, and it's going to continue to get tougher. Multiple players on that trio are out of materials overall, and Yamzo finally
got the kill.
He's bringing the sun to a snowy day.
That's exactly what they needed. This is so much
That guy's low.
with now. The Yamzo Clicks, they just continue to close in, and finally
Good stuff, Clicks!
Folded over, almost 1,900 damage above
They just
that
killed it.
surge threshold, Jacob. Perfect placement for these guys to be now. Can they convert it to the end game win that they've been seeking all
They're in
day
5th
long?
now.
You can see just like that with those eliminations, they move up into a top 5 spot on the leaderboard. One more elimination away from top 4. One more elimination away from that. From a top 3 at the Global Championship. This is only game number 5, though. There's going to be 7 more games. 1 more today, 6 more tomorrow before we crown our best in the world at the Fortnite Global Championship. And this could be one of them. Savage, Chad, and Reason.
That proves Clicks is better. What if Clicks could win? Nah, I don't think he could win. Maybe 3rd. 3rd?
You can definitely get top 3. Absolutely. Hey, what's going on, Dark? It is Little Man's birthday tomorrow. So we'll be at a football game tomorrow, so we're streaming right now. But unfortunately, my Fortnite has decided to take a poop right now. And so
there's like a certain level
I'm
of
not
paranoia
sure
that
if it's
starts to
coming
enter
back or what.
No, it will.
Oh,
it's
taking forever.
Here, just show them the live.
Is where nobody has been able to really look towards, and yet one more time we're seeing a zone pull right towards Foxy Floodgate, and I almost have to. I just want to know, where is Queasy at, because he's got to be close by.
If I'm any person in this lobby but Queasy, of course, I'm saying please pull north. Get away from these mountain ranges. Get away from that dip in Foxy Floodgate. And if you're a team that's realizing what's happening in this game, a very, very similar zone towards last game, you got to start to look at your materials. Do we have enough? If not, how are we going to get it? Some would say maybe a refresh, farming where you can if you're on the slow side of zone. But sometimes things like that aren't always possible. And you can see Pixstorm and Demas in that exact situation. Even though they're 356 above the damage threshold, you're seeing the side that they have to rotate in, Taco, stacked like pancakes.
It's just so impressive to think that this is a team, this is their first land, and they're not playing anything like it. But Mr. Savage, Chad, they've now got to see if they can pull together here. Reason with the double revive, they bring him back up into the mix, but they still have such an uphill battle to tackle here because they're so far behind. And look at all these teams that are piled into the zone just in front of them. That edge is going to be tough to break into.
Yeah, and that's where you see Sphinx and them trying to be the trolls underneath the bridge, a little bit of a safer rotation. Talk about natural elements to try to use and crowd some of these shots. The 488, drastically below, almost need 3 straight eliminations. Savage is looking, but he's finding nothing but the lobby. Back they go, and a huge boost right there for Muzz, Shadow, and Sphinx, because they are relatively high up above, but in the loop, you can see half of the fizz gone, half of the splash is gone, so that was a must.
I think the bigger relief, though, for Muzz, Shadow, and Sphinx is that they know with Mr. Savage's team having been wiped, there's nobody behind them. So now they can push forward and just control that more uncontested area of the zone. Still need to be wary, though. Are catching glimpses of Kanata, Bolt, and Rapid in the distance. And, of course, Swizzy, Queasy, and Mustache steadily starting to scale their way up towards an elevated position, but there's several other teams nearby that have the same intentions.
Yeah, if you guys see multiple teams in the distance, you got Thunderbolt striking down, that Storm Surge, even though Swizzy, Queasy, Mustache don't exactly know those teams are below it, they will hear the shields crack. King's gonna go down, but Poyo is the one that's potentially stealing away those points. And maybe even the loot as it fully gets cleaned up. Swizzy, Queasy, Mustache putting the full target down on a PH in. He's just trying to get some of that loot from his fallen comrade.
Do Swizzy and Mustache ever miss?
No.
The answer's gonna be no. Okay, PH in, eliminated. Mustache with another one. But that's actually gonna be the first one of this lobby. They've just been collecting so many eliminations throughout today's lobby. It's almost crazy to think that that's their first, but Queasy could be in trouble. Does manage to break away from where Bolts, Rapid, and Kanata are at. Kanata, you know that he's scheming inside of this middle section. He wants to maybe try and set up a read on that.
I know, it doesn't.
They know there's another team directly underneath them. And it's gonna be School and Southgo caught off guard. They're not gonna be able to make that transition. Ark still trying to press forward, but he's stuck in the corner. Ark trying to fight back, but there's nowhere left to run, and Bolts finds that elimination.
That is a light lightning strike if I've ever seen one myself. Bolts taking down all 3 players of the NA West Major 2 champions, Arc School and Salco. And the thing about Arc School and Salco, I saw it for just a quick moment, they were below the damage threshold as well. So their aggression, even though they are picking up eliminations, isn't working out as good as they hoped.
But it's still a damper for Kanata and Bolts. Bolts now losing all of his shield. Still, he'll have the opportunity to recover that, but it's the loss of Rapid that's really going to start impacting where Bolts and Kanata might end up here. Fortunately for them, Zone pulling a little bit away
I'm gonna be
from those
jumping off here
mountain
because I
bases.
gotta
So
take my
as a duo,
daughter
they
to
can still
school.
look to break through
Or
the low ground. But
daughter
Queasy,
works now.
Mustache, Swizzy, Gentlemate's going absolutely ballistic in this
I'll
audience
still
right
be
now.
live.
And for good reason.
what's
Mustache
in
said
Zone?
it. We're just gonna
After
keep winning.
this?
And they've
Oh,
got
okay.
3 already at the international level, Jacob. A land historic event, and they're still looking to see if they can get more.
We are literally watching the Queasy legacy in the making. Levin said it himself.
Yeah.
The last time Queasy won 3 games in a row, he went on not only to win that major, but win 6 out of 12 games. Something that has never been done on that region of EU ever before and ever again. And this could be that moment in history that you look back at when you talk about how great Queasy actually is. It is all because of this, but there's still so many threats in their path. They just have to look up. They have to try to go for high ground and stop the plate trade. Clicks, Higgs, and Yamzo, they have been known to do it on NA Central. They just have to figure out how to do it here on the international stage.
And they might have to deal with Pars, Baka, and Pump along the way. Yapko, Seti, Panzer, they've also done a rather excellent job at just maintaining consistent performances. And they're looking for yet another repeat here, trying to clear some space in that secondary height. But they know if they want their odds to turn this into a victory royale, they're going to need more than just secondary height.
Good kill, Click.
This is big time for Xset because they need to
Look at all these teams. Oh my gosh.
They got height.
And look at who got height.
Something Yamzo knows
Dude, at
to
some
do
point
best. They have to be
someone's
careful.
gotta stop them.
Marius, Vanya, and Pixie,
Because they're busy fighting other people.
Right, but somehow they have figured out how to do this.
Positioning
They've
right
got
away and
to,
give them that luxury to
these
look
people
back,
have got
see
to
all these
adjust.
other players rotate
You
through.
cannot
He's
just let
speaking
this
through
team
his there. He sees
continuously jump up
Acorn,
there
Agers,
and
and
shoot
Boyo,
down
but
the
it's
entire
not
time.
ready to go for it just
Clicks
yet.
in 4th!
Nobody has even had an opportunity
Oh,
to look
Clicks
up.
moved
They're
up to
attacked to the
4th.
backside of zone. They're attached right in the middle. It's not even going to be easy when somebody eventually does.
But that's the problem. Nobody
Yep,
else can
that's what
actually
they're saying.
make their
That's the
way
problem, is
up
that
towards
no
the
one
high
else is
ground
doing what
because
they're doing with that high ground.
Queasy and Mustache refuse to budge. They just keep shutting down every single opportunity, forcing these teams to converge onto each other as Hydra now trying to see if he can collect an elimination there, a knock, anything. He needs a massive refresh here, but it's Pixie who finds Hadi, Marius, Pixie, and Vanya now looking to see what more they can seek out.
4 eliminations so far into the top 12. Placement points are flying in. Half of them at least at the top 8 is Veno, Vico. They're in that line of path. Marius looking up for only a quick second. Not really focusing on the Queasy up above. It's probably too hard. You see the materials being drained right out of their inventory. Everybody else feeling the same thing. Forcing Yamzo hitting clicks to drop down low. The blessing is they're in the front side of zone, so they have a little bit more to work with.
But the control from Queasy, Swizzy, and Mustache on the high ground, Jacob, they're forcing all of these teams to swap players to ultimate low. And with that in mind, Mustache, Queasy, Swizzy, just non-stop berating. These teams are forced. They're looking up, they're looking down. They're trying to find refreshes, but they have no breathing room. They are being suffocated right now by height.
With the conversations going on before the Global Championship, who probably smiling ear to ear right now with EU doing the performance that they are, but Kanata Bolts, they're trying to channel how they played in game number 1, finds a key elimination on to Reed, not just elimination points, but placements as well. Cammy falls, more points from the lobby. Swizzy's trying to track down low, he's just getting loot, he's bringing it back up to his IGL.
And that is all Swizzy has to keep tabs on alongside Mustache. Everything getting dropped at Queasy's feet so he can have the ultimate success here. But Marius, he's in too much trouble. Marius trying to squeeze away. It's Vico, it's Veno, and Flixie chasing them down. They know that they're going to have to clear out all of these players inside these lower layers if they want a real shot at beating Queasy up on height.
Yeah, if there's any team that I think has a chance to look up and at least give him a fight.
What?
It is going to be them as Marius is forced outside the zone. Almost a 1v1 against Clicks, and Clicks gets the knock. Can he get the elimination? No, he can't. No siphon for him, but the battle, the inevitability is finally here. Vico's taking charge, but he's also taking most of that damage. Flixie's forced to reload, and Benno is in that mid-cut as well. A challenge that they did not find success on, but relatively so. Even if they might not have the high ground, they put Queasy and Mustache on the back foot.
And that's the problem, Queasy, Mustache. They can
I
still
don't think
take
Clicks
a
is
little
still
bit
in,
of
is he?
zone here just because of that exotic
Mr.
biz, but at the same time,
Reaper,
Vico,
how are you,
Benno,
sir?
Flixie, they're now trying to
Hope you're having a
remind
wonderful
everybody
day. We're just
this might be
celebrating
Queasy's
Little Man's
tourney so
birthday
far, but
and
we still
watching
want
the
to take a
FNCS
look
Globals
at
right now. He hit his goal of the 75 followers on the green net today, which is fantastic.
now resting on his shoulders. Flixie trying to
Did they win again? Oh no!
Venom!
Oh!
Yeah!
Nice!
Let's go, Venom!
Win.
Let's go, Venom!
Wow!
They are looking like a terror on the lobby. Frankie,
Little man's
we gotta hear one from them.
Yes, thank you so
Venom's
much.
good.
You have to say, Flixie,
Oh,
what's it like getting a
Khan!
victory
Thank you very much
royale
for the
here on
daily
Land
Hartley
Leon?
and the Go Pops. I
we
appreciate
died on spawn, we
that.
clutched the game. It's really good.
Yeah, you clutched the game.
Yep,
I mean,
he is a
was
Veno
quite the
fan,
competition
so-
between
Well, Venom's good.
and the leaders of the lobby. Were
He
you
kinda
aware
carried
it was
his team a
Queasy
little
you were
bit.
up against?
I mean, we knew it was crazy, but we're just better than them, so we just went up and killed them.
I think you might need to get a few more victory royales before you can say that. I do want to come to you, Veno, obviously up against an ex-teammate you know really well. Does that make it a bit more satisfying or even a little bit more
I
in
think
your
he went
head?
after
You know each other
Clicks.
so well.
Nah, if I
Cool,
can't win
Venom.
this tourney, I want Queasy to win.
Oh, I've never heard him say such nice things. Thank you, Veno. And
Mr. Reaper just sent you a birthday cake.
What's a birthday cake?
It's called a wishing cake on here.
First
Oh,
victory
shit.
royal, and how will you
Thank you, Mr.
do the
Yeah,
second
thanks.
one?
Hey, I mean, I feel great, you
Thanks,
know.
Mr. Reaper.
Finally got a win that we wanted, you know. We're still calm though,
Your
but it's
first
kind of hard.
birthday cake.
But hey, I mean, we're doing the best of it. Next round, you know, we're gonna win our spawn. We're gonna win the game again, you know. We're gonna catch up to Queasy finally and shit. So yeah.
Ils sont très déterminés à remonter dans ce classement et à continuer de monter. Ils
They went
adorent
from
et
13 to
surtout ils sont très
third
confiants pour aller
first?
chercher
What?
une deuxième victoire.
What?
There's no way. Did they
No,
really?
no, it's possible.
How many elims did they have in that game?
Because they've been
Because they were
keeping
9 down
good with their
8, but
placement
I think
and their
there's no
limit.
point for them to contest.
Venom
because,
has been
I don't know,
clutching
even if they're winning, they're not getting good
elimination.
games. So
Well, we will see
That's
after this short
insane.
break.
It's possible. Because Venom and them got like, I think 3 or 4 kills at Oh!
Oh. Gotcha. No. She said they went from 13th place to winning this one.
Oh.
I was about to say, man, that's one heck of a jump.
I still want to know what. Okay, chat. Fortnite.
I'm like, man, that was one heck of a jump from 13 to first when that one team's got like 400 points already.
Oh my gosh, my game feels so good.
What the ever-loving heck did I just do? Yeah, I deserve to lose that one. Holy crap. I have no idea what just happened there. That was so bad. Alright, probably got one more maybe game in me. Then I got to get ready to leave to take my daughter.
Is this the
to
last
work.
game?
This is the last one.
Okay.
Yep.
Veno's actually him, bro.
This is the last one for today. And then we're back at it tomorrow.
Veno and Clicks need to go back together.
And we will be streaming live from the Browns Stadium tomorrow. We'll do it IRL while he's over there trying to get some autographs.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We're going to have you live.
Is that even allowed?
Yeah.
Didn't you say last time that wasn't?
No, as long as I am. I'm cool.
Oh, so if I do it, it's illegal.
Yes, pretty much.
That makes no good sense.
We'll have a little bit of live because we'll be there early. Like, we're going to get there early on to see if he can maybe hopefully grab some autographs. So we're going to try and get there earlier.
Oh, my mom's calling. You ain't even exist. Goodbye.
Yep, we'll all be there. We're literally right behind the Browns bench. We'll be around like the 47-yard line or something like that. So we'll be right behind the bench. You'll probably see Little Man if he can jump up there and get his face in there. He's gonna try. Should make a sign, fellow Chieflan12.
They got number 5, Veno. They got number 5.
Oh no, Lo, we're right down. Like, my company got it for his birthday for him. So they got us, like, we're in row, I think 10 or something like that, on the lower level bowl. Yep. All right, where are they at? Clicks is now in 7th, so he moved up 1 spot.
It's row 14.
Veno's in 4th place.
Higgs, 7th.
Yeah, Veno's in 4th now. I guess Riley had one of her friends sick at work, so I don't have to go anywhere. Yep. She said her friend was taking her to work, so I didn't have to worry about it. So I hit all those shots, but all the shots in the previous game, I missed. Whatever. Yep. Yep, pretty much. I'm cool with that. I like being stuck with you guys. Trust me, I do not mind in the least bit.
Dang.
Alright, here we go. Last game. Last game of today. And we got 6 more tomorrow.
down, boy.
Hang on 1 second.
In the room, it's what's been taking place between Ferdoxy and Payson since we last peeked in over at Kappa Kappa Factory in the previous lobby, but now we're back at home.
I was about to laugh to myself. You're talking about Ferdoxy and Tayson, but what about the 50 other teams that end up over at Rangers throughout the course of the game?
That's what it feels
they
like.
realize how this fight goes, and typically it might be left to just one person trying to clutch up. As Ferdoxy gets that first sweeper shotgun, it's going to work out perfectly. Chicho goes down, Tayson follows next. That's back-to-back eliminations, but Chino's going to go down. That's going to give them an opportunity back, and if you notice, Ferdoxy has no more ammo in his shotgun, and Riz is trying to take advantage of that fact. He finally picks up a few, but the damage has already been done. Riz with only 3 HP, and Pablo and Ferdoxy on the other side are at least a duo, a strong duo at that, and they have a chance here to end the fight, and they do so with ease.
I want to believe, but when Pablo is just that healthy, the outcome is basically inevitable. Ferdoxy, Chino, and Pablo Wingo will play out the duration of Lobby 6, and this time it was so fast that Brazil likely won't be able to stroll on over and try to play spoiler.
I mean, I did see in the feed, there was a team that was going in that direction. They saw the fight end in the feed. They said, you know what, maybe next game, maybe tomorrow we'll do this.
Let me the other way.
Yeah, but you see what's going down here right now. They actually chose to split the drop. Toyota, Yume, and Raisei are going to take the top side of Canyon. That comes with the swarm. That comes with a little bit of XP. But Vico, Flixie, and Veno, they're taking actual Canyons crossing. There's a little bit more loot over here for them. And they said, hey, things haven't been going our way in the actual fight. Let's actually try to play some of these games out. And even last game, they did that exact thing, and it worked out. You saw them win that game.
Oh, there's still a leaderboard that teams want to play for prizing, Jacob. Even if it might not necessarily be a threat to first, or even the top 3 in general, it's still opportunity for life-changing money, right? And Epic Whale, Paper, Victor V, they're looking to tackle Razzle, Tete, and Raito. They have primary control of Dystopia City. They've pushed Raito's team towards the edge, but Epic Whale still needs to try and connect another shot here. He knows that Paper is gonna have that overhead sightseeing, and Razzle, not a whole lot of materials, but Paper just trying to stay on top of this fire, just trying to see if he can apply more pressure for Victor V to capitalize on.
Yeah, my eyes initially peeked at Shining Span where Cammy lands. I saw them, but now you saw Ritual in the distance as Vox being Buka.
How did I hit that shot?
Aspect team, and Aspect was the one that was landing towards the Kappa Kappa factory. So you're already seeing they're changing up their game plan. They're trying to steal away some loot away from Malabuka and Wox, but that's not something you want to do at all.
And Malabuka, Wox being more than happy to try and collect whatever opportunities come their way. They're willing to try and generate these occurrences themselves, and they are just chasing these teams way out to the outskirts. This is a big commitment, but if they find the eliminations, it's all worth it.
I like what they're doing here. They're just trying to trust in each other for the most part. One's going to go on over, try to see if they can find him, which doesn't look like they do. They immediately turn back. It's not worth it in their heads to go for it as Peterbot finally makes his position known.
Oh, Peterbot's rushing.
And they immediately jump onto Paper. He was positioned on top of that with his building.
See, why didn't they do their initial route though? They went to a different drop.
You see Victor B looking like the only player left alive for his team. He's just trying to disengage and at least try to give him a chance to get back on up.
But it's the fact that Victor B is still left standing. Bit tragic. The Paper, Epic Whale, they just never saw it coming. The Crash Pad Fizz combination a little bit too potent here, and Paper punished for that overhead position and not keeping tabs of what's flying through the sky after him.
Honestly, depending on where the zone goes, is gonna help their chances or hurt them for Victor V, trying to get his entire team back in the game.
Veno and 6, Clicks and 7.
Kind of move over into this position, and that's going to remain the same. One all the way towards the north. Tisco and his trio, literally inside of Ranger's Ruin as well, but they're positioned above. And then Ferdoxy, who obviously knows where that team's at, where they're positioned. and he's at least trying to shoot off shots in their direction with that Stinger SMG, so he knows it's not going to get a ton of damage, but anything's better than nothing.
And for Doxy, Pablo and Gino have just been playing whack-a-mole
Yeah, my
all day
mom's
long.
gonna
It's like
just
the
sit in
moment
the
they take out
driveway
one team,
to
they
wait.
still got to deal with another one popping up from seemingly nowhere. And Pablo still working through the lobby. Grise and Coyota going to be victims at the other end of that shotgun barrel, but Yuma still trying to do what he can to pick up the pieces here. It was a nice knock onto Gino. Unfortunately, the 1 versus 2 situation, that's just so hard to convert into a victory there. So they're going to be put down temporarily, but things are getting messy here in the south side.
Yeah, this is not where I expect Benno and Vico and Flixie to kind of end up going all the way towards the south side of the map. That's given Alex and Resigns an opportunity to get the early surge, steal away some of this loot. And
It's Dad, it's only Benno. His other teammates died.
And a third party closed off into the distance. Even with 69 HP, he does have some extra shields, but he doesn't want to give away his position with those audio visuals. Alex finally found
Benno got they're out.
Seems out.
From Victory Royale to 30th place.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter where Benno tries to go after that. Alex Resigns and Anon, we're never going to let them leave this vicinity. It's just way too primed up of a chance, and they're not going to come by often. But still, Alex Resigns got to keep open eyes on the map because Mixin and Focus, they might just have
Well, hold on.
to shut down
This could help Clicks.
Alex spots him out through the window, and Alex not going to be able to get that shot just yet, but still, the damage has been done. Focus, Mixin,
You got tape downstairs?
They're only a duo. That's basically giving away your position.
I'm gonna tape this mic up real quick.
To make that decision. Do we fight it? Do we beat him on toward the mountain priority position? What's more important here? And I honestly like their decision to close out the day, play a little bit more aggressive, try to get more points, and already they get the knock onto Focus. Now they're in a 3v1 situation, and they're respawning Mixin on the other side. He tries to go for the one to go on the 50-50, and it's so quick. Alex Resigns and Anon, they get their 4th elimination of the game.
And look, the leaderboard might be telling one story, but the real narrative is that Oshi's got some real fighting power with Alex Resigns and Anon.
The only way I would
it's unfortunate
like
that they just
the
haven't
only
had
slap I
anybody to really get their surge in, so it's just been so difficult for them to actually traverse every single one of their rotates if they even make it off of their initial drop in the first place. But it's been a completely different story as we all know for Swift, Queasy, and Mustache. They are the titans of this lobby, and even with Mustache being knocked, no problem whatsoever, because they're not going to be keyed anytime soon. It's just not worth the effort from the team that they're trading blows with. They know it's way too dangerous to actually make that trek.
And it's almost kind of like having me ask myself the question in my head for Vortex, Goofy, and Mountain.
I think I'm done for the time
When do you stop targeting Queasy and his entire trio on the other side? Because even though that's helping them get some storm surge, it's helping Queasy, Mustache, and Swizzy a lot more, and they're bringing it much further on into the game. In the feed, Arc taking out one of the members of OCE Power's team. Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold, because of their early aggression, they're able to get the Queen out of Utopia City and immediately make their way on over towards that vault, where they're not only able to have that mythic AR, but they have the exotic as well.
And while we are seeing some mild forms of success currently for Peterbot, Ritual, and Cold, the big thing to keep in mind here, Jacob, is that for a lot of these international teams and just other teams in the lobby in general, it can be very difficult to really find an opening. And you know, you're talking about Goofy and Mountain and what they're capable of, and is this even worth taking the battle? But they're in a pick-your-poison situation. They're so far northwest, their only options are Buzz, Mr. Savage, or Queasy. And they just keep landing on Queasy every time, while King and Phaser try to recover this battle up against Chino, Pablo, and Ferdoxy.
Ooh, almost landed that good shot, but King, honestly, watching him throughout the season, when it comes to this double pump, it packs so much of a punch. He has Ferdoxy and Chino on the slivers of HP, but unfortunately, the bait and switch comes through yet again. Pablo, knowing his teammates are weak, takes charge, gets that elimination on the King and Phaser by himself, but it's so early on in the game, Taco. Third zone, 1 tick, even though he has only 1 med kit, I'm not too worried because they're going to have to rotate out of that position.
Look, we know that King is good at fighting, but in this lobby right now, Pablo has just been better with everyone that he stumbled across, and that kind of performance can carry them a long way. It's starting to feel a little reminiscent, Jacob, of that early performance that they had start this day off. 85 points secured in one lobby. And who's to say they couldn't do it again?
Yep, you can see Seti, Epto, and Panzer have taken the most storm damage of all teams. With the way some of these games have been going, not too surprised. Zone moving towards the north in a couple of games, all the way towards the west. They land at Kappa Kappa. They have a contested fight, and then so many other teams along the way, they almost have no other choice, especially since this has been a huge part of their strategy when it comes to these surge bases, and they have that abundance of extra HP, so it's no worries.
But the conversation that's been building between the Seti Cammy breakup, and we're looking at both of these separate trios having so much consistent success that they are both within our top 5 here in day 1. There's a real chance for Seti and Cammy to try and see, you know, who is really the problem. And right now, based off their performances, Jacob, I don't think either of them were. I think they were both just ready for a switch up.
I know when we talk about like some teams just forming, you know they sometimes hit that honeymoon phase. What a perfect time for them to hit that phase.
You know what Peter Bot's excuse is gonna be?
Coming together, qualifying in Major 3.
Kind of. I can already see it.
Just that chance to play the global championship, running away with it. Same with Vanya, Marius, and Pixie. They get their drop spot uncontested. And honestly, whether it's contested or not, we saw Cold and his trio try to go ahead and make that their home, but that was quick work for them off that 50-50 drop off the side of the mountain, where you're seeing a lot of our top teams here, how they're rotating with the zone pulling towards the south. A lot of them are beating other teams to the punch. They're not taking that crowded position in towards the zone.
But this is really nice for Clix, Higgs, and Yamza as they continue to press forward because they're approaching that mountain range overhead of Foxy Floodgates. They're coming from that north side position, pushing south. They're going to have that little bit of elevation to work with, and we've even got a nice little listening to see what Clix is getting up to.
They're in streaming.
Look at them. Mission 2, 3, 2, 1. 30. Go. Elixir. Clash, please.
No. We full greet them.
I like it.
And Clix doesn't have
damage.
anybody to
And Higgs, for a moment, was like, hey, let's go. Let's pick up the elimination. Let's go and go for more. But they realize they're on the top side of the leaderboard. They don't have to take any unnecessary risk to close out the day. This is game 6 out of 12. So we got 6 more games tomorrow. And so honestly, for a lot of these teams, you just want to get as close to Queasy, Mustache, and Swizzy as possible so we have a chance tomorrow.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned Queasy, Swizzy, and Mustache, Jacob, because while they're here tackling Brazil, PH, Zen, Phaser already not. That's going to be the eliminations there. Excuse me, that's going to be King instead. But Jacob, so much damage having been done there. And Queasy now on the back foot. He's actually going to have to depend on Mustache and Swizzy to close this one out because Chino, Prodoxy, Pablo, they've now entered this battlefield. And Prodoxy, he doesn't seem interested in leaving anytime soon.
This is a blessing. This is a blessing for the entirety of the lobby, not just for Doxy, Pablo, and Chino here in this situation. You take them down, and I like taking matters into your own hands because 4th place, first place, second place for Queasy and them off the top of the leaderboard. You cannot expect them to go down early. Sometimes you have to do things yourself. Phaser might not even know that there's a whole trio up above, but he might not have the HP. Storm Sickness is a possibility. He might have no other choice but to move into this trio.
It's just witnessing what Prodoxy, Pablo, and Chino are able to accomplish when they finally have an opportunity to make it off spawn, Jacob. They've had to deal with so much action throughout every single one of these lobbies here today, and yet they are still managing to manifest these opportunities for themselves.
You can see they're even so close to Pix, Darm, and Demus, who are playing out of their minds, not just here, but all year long. And you can see the zone moving over towards Demons, Debris, them, and a bunch of other teams. They're kind of setting up. They're not necessarily going for high ground. They feel like they have enough surge to make that not necessarily a worry, but they're just trying to go over towards those mountains just in case we get one of those max pulls towards the west, which I do like thinking 2, 3, 4 steps ahead, even though it's relatively early. The 4th zone, you sometimes, with the way this finals has been going, you want to prioritize your rotation and your overall positioning.
And with Pixstar and Demus, they're just so central right now. They're not really feeling too much pressure to leave just yet, and they're also having to monitor Pixie, Vanya, Marius directly next to them, so it's not like it'd be an easy rotation just yet either. But Mr. Savage, reason they're trying to see what they can do up against the likes of Disco and Kadu, but Striker might just be looking to try and hold them down. But Reason, nice chunk of HP there. It's gonna go missing from Kadu. Reason now on the ropes, so he's not gonna be able to break away. Mr. Savage trying to provide coverage fire, right side peek, a little bit in his favor, but Kadu still relatively healthy in comparison to Savage.
He does have 6 different crash pads. He does have the Flowberry Fizz. But does he have the reboot cards, and does he have a chance to get them? For Tisco and Kadu, they're in a very, very similar spot, but not as drastic. Only Striker is down. So they are going to be a duo in this situation, not too far away from the overall zone. So they too, if they have that reboot card, they can immediately move on over towards Ranger's Ruin to try to get that reboot back, and that's exactly what they want to do. Savage has no other choice but go the other direction towards Foxy Floodgates, which is good because now he has a chance for the reboot, but he's moving closer and closer to other teams while being almost 300 damage below the threshold.
But that's the problem. He's so low on his surge damage, and even with a successful reboot, hold that thought though, Pollo finally seeming to get a nice elimination here onto Kazi, and that kicking open the doorway. They need some kind of catalyst because they've had a very scrambly day so far.
Second time's the charm. Second time is the charm, but they're deep in the zone, not a lot of heals. Phaser and King are both relatively low. You gotta hope they have something, but they have nothing. Phaser's gonna be the first one to drop. He is in, realize I cannot be the hero. I have to go. He has no heals either. Even though this is a one tick, he has about 50 seconds on the clock to either find elimination or find any sort of heals, bandages, anything.
Oh man, Merstash, does he realize what's behind him? Very problematic still. Merstash at least has Swizzy and Queasy. And a good replenish, but Merstash knows it's cooked from this point. He can't press forward any
Players are
longer.
6 and 7.
Maybe there's a reboot later.
Got the down onto Merstash. I don't even know how he was the last one to do damage. PHN did not know where Merstash was, and even if he did, he wouldn't have gotten a siphon, but he had heals. Merstash being down now leaves Queasy and Swizzy with a decision. Do we go back into zone? Do we get our teammate back up because no man left behind, or do we continue on as a duo?
Right now, all I'm thinking about is what Ferdoxy, Pablo, and Chino are getting up to, Jacob, because they're really starting to make a tear into this lobby. Kadu, Tisco, slight pause here. They pick up Striker, bring him back into the mix. Not a whole lot of resources available for some of these teams, though, that are just hugging the outskirts right now. It's been so many hiccups across the way. But Clixie, Yamzo, and Higgs, they've still managed to find their footing on the side of the mountain face at Canyon Crossing.
Yeah, now they're positioned right next to Kanata. That's the knock they got earlier, where they were able to kind of accumulate a good amount of surge. Now they look towards the bottom side of that mountain. Balor, Mansour, and Adapter are the ones that are taking a lot of that focus, and they're inching closer and closer to Gabzera, Scarpa, and Way as well. Kanata knows and sees all the same things along with Rapid.
They're
and
still all
Bolts, if he
alive.
is still there. And they're all kind of targeting off the side of the mountain, just trying to take advantage of every team that's a little bit too slow to rotate.
It's just so dangerous to go for some of these half-ball edits, the window edits. You peek too long, you might find yourself getting picked off along the way. But right now, Marius, Pixie, Vanya, all they're focusing on is how to find the best success in this last lobby. Doesn't matter how you start, what matters is how you finish, and that goes for day one here at the Global Championship.
That stat was crazy. Even though they're at the top of the leaderboard, they've taken more damage than they've dealt. But that just goes to show, like, how risky they're willing to play in order to get those eliminations, in order to be able to stay alive and build up that storm surge. As I see Arc taking out Alex, Anon's gonna get taken down by School. Not sure if OCE is still alive, but NA West trying to bring themselves back into this. And just by the looks of it, zone pulling so far away. Queasy, Swizzy, they realize there's no chance to get Merstash back into the game, so we have to make our numbers count.
But without Merstash, Queasy recognizes, hey, I'm gonna have to shift into gear and bring to light what kind of fragging capability I might actually be able to unleash, because some of these other teams that are just doing everything in their power to try and play catch up, you can never discredit what they might be able to accomplish. For Doxy, Gino, Pablo lurking at the very bottom of it all. They've got so much surge already. They can play fully for positioning, but Cole, Ritual, Peterbot, they are looking rough right now. They still have a good chunk of resources to actually bring their HP back up, but they're still just in such a tight position, and no one is even backing down. All day long, teams have been openly embracing the fight with Peterbot, Cold, and Ritual.
Yeah, drop spot aside, this is a game with the loot and the loadout that he has. You really have to make it count. Teddy Apko and Panzer, 678 above the damage threshold. They may not know Resigns is getting ticked by Storm Surge, but if they were close by, they could probably hear the shields crack, as Victor B is close by as well. I did see a couple of his teammates go down in the feed. I don't know if he's entirely a solo, but hey,
Well, he has to hope that they also get eliminated.
That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault.
Okay, I'll see.
That was awesome. He's doing a walk party upstairs. It's definitely Ozzy's fault.
Oh, look at somebody's finally chopping them down.
He's actually got a glimpse of Queasy up in the skies. Queasy having been spotted out. He knows this is trouble. We got to start maybe working our way down. This is not the spot to be, but Gino, Pablo, Proxy, they don't care. They're looking to fully collapse. They see that Queasy is weakened, and they've actually completely overthrown the ultimate high ground position. But the fact that Queasy and Swizzy are still alive, Jacob, it's still the potential for placement points.
Yeah, but so was Venom.
This is almost like a full circle moment, because remember, it was Proxy, Pablo, and Gino the one that even took down Mustache in the first place and put him in such a rough spot overall, and they really haven't been able to recover from it since. Take a look at some of the action going down around the lobby. Kanata just taking matters into his own hands. The first knock, that was easy. The second one somehow was easier, and now Kanata looking to pressure that third elimination. And that's something big.
I saw Higgs.
I saw Higgs. And
I saw Club.
Still taking pressure, still taking damage from all directions, and quickly running out of builds.
But if it resembles a shotgun, Ganada can still max it out, and that's all he's looking for. A couple of Flowberry Fizzes still left at his disposal. Seti, rather weakened, but his trio mates still way too healthy. Panzer and Yapko can just overtake that part responsibility here. Panzer now holding down the walls. Hoyo, Agers, Acorn directly underneath. The elevation shifts can be brutal, but for Gino, Pablo, and
I see them. They're on they're by Storm.
They have no issues whatsoever.
Yeah, now it's showing them.
Suppressing these lower teams.
This is our time right here to move up that leaderboard and hopefully maybe even get into the top 5, especially being contested by not only Tayson, but as that fight ends, so many other teams moving over in that direction as well. Marius, Pixie, and Vanya, this is one of the teams that they have to potentially go through as well. As you're seeing, Vanya get another elimination onto Mountain. That's their second one overall. 254 above the damage threshold.
Yeah, I see
They're
him.
not focusing on taking any fights that they don't have to. Yamzo clicks, they both fall. Storm Surge is a huge thing that's taken them all out as the full trio's back to the lobby. Now Acorn's pressuring in. Marius sees him coming from a mile away. He goes up and over, dunking on him yet again. Now it's him versus Pollo. Zone's gonna finish the job. Marius with back-to-back eliminations.
I think Clicks just died his whole team.
Job at just pushing them fully back. That is a huge come up here as Agers now forced to try and see if he can bring it together. But Marius, he's just not slowing down anytime soon. Just continuing to barrel his way forward inside of the mid-ground layers. Prodoxy, Pablo, Chino with height, infinite control. I just don't see a way for anybody else to actually jump up towards them anytime soon. And Chino just continues to spray all those teams making their way towards the front side of zone.
And they even reinforced it on their way on over, patiently waiting for the zone to pull. It's going to work out in their favor for the most part. And you see Pablo right now, he's the one building their top on over because he has the double pump. Letting his teammates put pressure down from above is a huge part of their game plan. As they're 257 above, Swizzy, he has taken down Peterbot, their third elimination of the game, and they're cruising inside of the top 12. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you cannot expect this team to just go down without a fight.
It's the boost of materials that they have to work with too. Yapko recognizing directly overhead. He doesn't have an opportunity here. Wixie on the other end of his wall. Yapko gonna be forced to layer swap here. He is dropping to ultimate low, but he has hardly anything left to work with here, Jacob. Backside of zone. Anyone, it might just be Pink who comes up upon Yapko, but instead it's gonna be Marius, Pixie, Vanya, Vanya now looking to play spoiler to these teams in the mid-ground. Marius just continue to tear away at everybody's HP.
Yeah, that double pump, he's putting it to use. Darm is down in the outside of the zone. Marius is going to clean that one up. Couple more points. Push them further and further closer to Queasy, who's still alive, by the way. Yapko is solo. He's just trying to get the most out of this as possible. Only 5 on the med miss. No extra builds. Scrambling around, trying to catch somebody off guard, but it's he who falls to Pixie.
Chino, Pablo, and Fradoxy still in the high ground. Swizzy and Queasy now working through ultimate low. This is a night and day difference for loadouts, but Swizzy still trying to bring it all together. He only has 5 builds, but he has to take a chance to heal, and Queasy picks it up where he left off. Eliminations on to Tisco now means that Queasy has some material to work with, and Marius, he's tarping his way through, but he might just run smack dab center into where Queasy is at, not to mention Proxy, Pablo, Chino overhead.
This is a good moment for all the players down low. They're distracted up above, but not too distracted. They drop down. Surprise attack coming from above. Down goes Queasy. Pixie's gonna follow as well. Vanya's now by himself. He gets taken down by Chino. Pablo, Tino, they're the only 2 alive for the team from high ground to low. They're trying to take the fight to Demas, and that one is gonna be solidified. And a much-needed siphon comes in just in time. A 2v1 situation, and it's Pix. He's so far out of zone, and the last medkit has already been used. A last desperation attempt to make his way into the zone, and it does not work. Prodoxy, Pablo, and Tino take the game.
They knew that they were going to need an insane
Okay, GG's chat. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.